I have hit the magic button. So anything you say now will be beamed onto the internet by like magic electricity stuff that I don't understand.
Oh no, anyway.
That's fine because it's all just going to be interpreted by AI and spit out and turned into something else.
Yeah, the whole campaign is going to be a chat hallucination within 25 minutes. So,
like, everyone's worried about privacy on the internet, but we're not going to be able to distinguish between what's real and what's not. It's fine.
most people
So
already
wait, a
can't.
chat hallucination doesn't accurately describe what we're doing every Sunday?
No, I think it like perfectly describes what we do every Sunday.
Right?
Yeah, I think for,
like,
for my next campaign, I'm just going to use ChatGPT for all my responses that I say. It will just.
oh god.
AI
This is
hallucinations
actually
are not a
episode
bug;
37.
they're a feature. That's how humans interact with each other all the time.
You know what doesn't hallucinate? My calculator.
That you
When I
don't know
type
that.
in an equation, it doesn't go, what is plus? Like, it doesn't philosophize. I need your calculator. Work with me. It's an exam.
I haven't found an LLM that's like good at working with like abstract concepts like philosophy. Like if I gave it like the 15 Planescape factions and told me to help update them, it wouldn't be good at that.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's a very niche
style of
thing.
count.
How is Final Fantasy 12 rando going?
it's real chill. It's mostly just running through the areas looking for the treasure boxes.
You know what's also like that? I'm finding Earthbound. Earthbound is like a shopping spree rando. Like, I just go shopping. That's all I do in Earthbound rando.
Did you already turn the stream on, Brickroot?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right, cool.
Like, it's very relaxing. Occasionally, like, I beat up a hippie, and then I go spend thousands of dollars at the department store buying ice traps. Like,
The ice traps are $0.
yeah, I realized that after I said it, actually.
So like when we send ice traps from Earthbound, it is with malice aforetime.
It is 100% with malice.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
It's free because it's free. There's $0.
Well,
And
you
They
know what?
deserve it.
The real reason that
so
I buy all
frustrating
those
to do a
things,
hard check and get a trap.
I buy all of those items so that the little green box on my pop tracker turns black. It's done.
Yeah.
I could manually do that, but I would have to take my hand off the controller and use the mouse.
Also,
The fact that you're getting an ice trap means that I was too lazy to go over to the tracker and click, I'm not buying this.
also if you with the pop tracker, it resets every time you like if you close the pop tracker. Yeah.
Oh no, I have it connected to the AP. It automatically.
I know, but if
down
you
the-
close the pop tracker for any reason, then the next time you connect to the AP, it will not remember that you told it to disregard those.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna have a bunch of them that I'm like, why is this still lit up?
I
And
told
it'll be
FF12
like, I don't know, Gelato de Summers or whatever.
There's really good shop settings in FF12. You can tell it how many items you want in each shop, and you can tell it that each area, all the shops have the same items. So you don't have to check every single shop in an area, just check one. And one of
That's
them
nice.
was selling the best sword in the game. So I just bought that, and now I'm good.
Beeline to that license.
I think I've only got one character who can use it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is your license board. I don't know how fast you get license points, so.
Oh, I have it set to 500
Yeah.
times.
He has like 6,500 license points. I know this.
Oh, so you
because
just buy everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's because he hasn't like touched several of his characters, so they're sitting there with max their all their license points.
Yeah, I haven't had a need to put anybody else in the party.
What are like what items like gate your progression? So like I heard about the ring
everything.
transit.
Oh my god.
I sent I think I sent
There's, like,
Noodle like a lab access pass or something so you can get in Arcades, I want to say.
Probably in the Dracula laboratory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I let the tracker think about all that. Like I don't want to think about any of that. Anyway, it's been pretty chill. It's been a kind of like a shippish experience. Although I do prefer ship. Speaking of preferring things, I don't have a segue. We're just going to start playing D&D now.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh,
You prefer D&D?
I would prefer if somebody had a 100-word summary of the trouble you got into last time we played.
Alistair hates me for some reason. That was what happened.
Aw. That was
Uh,
it? That's the only thing that happened?
I think we finished the dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finished
We
the
finished the
dungeon.
dungeon. We Skexlix. I don't know how to pronounce SCXE. There's too many X's in this word.
Yeah.
We found the Darkwood meta plot.
We did. We got ambushed by Darkwood Metaplot. Did we really get ambushed when it was set from session 1?
Well,
Yeah, I hope y'all were expecting some Darkwood meta plot at some point.
well, I was expecting the Darkwood meta plot. I wasn't really expecting the whole like there is a plot in place to undo what the PCs did in Flumph 2, which is funny.
I mean, I can't really run another Planescape game until somebody undoes what the PCs did in Flumph 2. So
It's
I'm waiting for the meta plot where we have to go rescue Darkwood. That's what I'm waiting for.
the setting's kind of off
I
limits
am-
until somebody fixes what they did.
I mean, I'm not fixing it. You can't blame it on me. I just gave the word.
I was even supposed to be here today.
To be fair, when they published that, they were intending that to be run as like the last Planescape thing. That was supposed to be like the end of.
Oh, this wasn't a homebrew incident. This is like actual canon.
Oh no, Faction War is published material, and that's how it ends.
Yep.
The Lady of Pain shows up and she says, "Fix Sigil with one word."
And it was fixed forever by our group.
Yeah,
We
I
fixed
just
it.
well, I knew that faction war was a thing. I didn't realize that was the outcome.
I
Was,
really
hey,
like.
make this off limits and permanent.
I really like plugging old campaigns into newer campaigns and framing it as though the previous heroes completely screwed everything up, and now the
mean,
new
that's-
heroes have to fix it.
that's all. Adventuring parties do not solve problems; they just kick the can down the road.
It's just
Like,
goes
oh,
to show
okay.
it's all a matter of perspective, right? It's all
Yeah.
which side of the problem are you standing on?
Leonardo would agree with you there.
The Ninja Turtle or the Renaissance?
No,
Painter?
the warlock. That was everything. Every time I said like it's all a matter of perspective. That was like his entire character concept.
Okay. Well,
Tap him to deal 1 damage to target creature or player.
Hugo, you took
That's
your
about all the damage you could do.
exam before the dungeon. You're a high achiever of this group. You're already ahead of
Yeah.
the curve, so you get a nice leisurely and relaxed afternoon today, while the
Yeah.
rest of these nerds are sweating bullets.
Sounds like fun.
On the subject of running stuff by the robot, Gemini says all of these exams are perfectly fair, and that's the only person I listened to. Does
just
anybody
like
want to
Christmas
do anything
morning.
before we start taking the exam? Everybody's taking an exam today, right? Everybody's about to level up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Does anybody
you
want
say that like we're gonna pass the exam?
Would like to bring
I
elements
think
and
you
I
all
have to-
will pass. I think there's one exam on my list here that I mean, we'll see when we get there. Does anybody have anything before we start doing the exams? I like to get those batted down early in the session so everybody can get leveled up.
I don't
All
think
right.
so.
Then who
No,
wants to
no.
go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah, get it over with.
Now, let me look at the class schedule here. So, Alistair, you are taking Art 401, Sculpture of Magic, and Kine, Fundamentals of Movement. Which would you like to be examined in?
You know, I guess we'll go for sculpture. That way, Treble can do the fundamentals of movement.
All right.
Oh,
Why don't you join me in the
Watch the
D&D
box.
puzzle room?
Hold on, let me get my chat GTP up.
Yeah, get it up. Oh, I need dice. I didn't get my dice yet. All right. So how are you studying for this exam? Are you going to study normally? Are you going to pull an all-nighter, go in exhausted with extra 50-50, or are you going to try to cheat?
Yeah. I want to use one of my buddies to study with.
Okay, bear with me
I
just a
have
moment.
a companion I can use.
Yeah, I'll pull up the relationship list here in a second. Let's see here. Who is taking... the sculpture class with you? I've got you at 3 with Kenny, Rubina, and Yvette.
Rubina would probably be the one to take it with me. She's artsy.
Okay.
And I need to get a boon for Yvette at some point.
Yeah, that's still blank. You can think about that. Okay. This is probably the only context in which Rubina is still speaking with you. But when you express that you need help studying, she's happy to help. And what's your skill for that class?
It's like Arcana.
It is Arcana. So go ahead and make an Arcana check at advantage because you've got a study buddy. Your DC is 8 plus 6.
Oh, good. That's a 16.
All right. So you clear the DC. You go in with a freebie. Art 401, The Sculpture of Magic.
Is there a way to get more than one freebie? I forget.
Yeah, if you pull an all-nighter, but you've already rolled. You go in with
I can't do both. 2
potential freebies, but you're tired. So you've got a freebie, and you can make that Arcana skill check to get a 50-50 on one question.
Oh, I was hoping I could get 2 freebies. Okay.
Here we go. What is the primary advantage of using magic to create sculpture? Is it A, charmed viewers are forced to admire the work? B, a guarantee of greater monetary value? C, greater precision and flexibility? Or D, magicked materials never break?
I just want to go with C, greater flexibility.
Question 2. Why must a magical sculptor understand the physical properties of their material, even if they plan to change them using spell work? Is it A, spells enhance material behavior rather than replacing it? B, most materials resist magic by default? C, softer materials are physically jealous of harder ones? Or D, it is illegal to demonstrate magical mastery in a field without first demonstrating mundane mastery?
So what are the first 2? Spells enhance?
Spells enhance material behavior rather than replacing it. And B was most materials resist magic by default.
I'm going to go with B.
Question 3.
Come back here on that later.
Why are preliminary sketches and models still important, even when working with magical techniques? Is it A, they prevent spells from misfiring? B, mundane sculptors consider them more impressive? C, they plan the magical structure before shaping begins? Or D, they are required for tax purposes?
I'm going to go with C, they plan the structure.
Question 4. What is a common mistake that inexperienced magical sculptors make? Is it A, failing to maintain their mundane tools, chisel, awl, etc.? B, running out of spell slots during the sculpting process? C, failing to account for environmental factors like humidity and temperature, or D, failing to safeguard against the sculpture coming to life?
I'm going to use a 50-50 on that.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Uh, 23.
All right. The answer is either C, failing to account for environmental factors like humidity and temperature, or B, running out of spell slots during the sculpting process.
See, C makes the most sense from a realistic perspective, but answer will go with C.
Okay.
Like A might be a more D&D appropriate answer, but
And final question. Why are mundane, non-magical internal supports considered best practice? Is it A, material uniformity is undesirable in all works of art? B, trade secrets become easier to hide while the piece is on display? C, internal supports cannot be dispelled? Or D, the piece cannot legally be classified as sculpture unless the artists build something with their bare hands?
I'm gonna go with let's go with C. They can't be dispelled. And let me figure out which one to use my freebie on.
Okay. The 5 questions were advantage of using magic on sculpture, why is it important to understand physical properties, why are preliminary sketches important, what's a common mistake, and why are mundane supports best practice?
I guess let's go with the first one. What's the primary advantage of using magic?
Okay.
That's my freebie on that.
You already got that one right. It is greater precision and flexibility.
God damn it. Can I pick a different one?
uh,
It's fine. Whatever.
I mean, I'm inclined to say yes. The problem is you got all of them right except for one. So if we have you
You know
use...
what? That's good enough. Oh, actually, let's can I use a freebie on the one I got wrong?
That's the only one you can use it on. You can't. So the only one you got wrong was why must the sculptor understand physical properties? You said that most materials resist magic by default. The correct answer is spells enhance material behavior rather than replacing it.
That was, yeah.
You aced the exam. Excellent. Don't tell
okay,
them that
good.
though. Act like you failed it. Act like you did horribly, because I want them to be really
Okay.
stressed when they come in.
Sounds good.
Clean up. Okay.
All right, Alistair is done with his Sculpture of Magic exam. Who wants to go next?
How do you do? Oh, you're gonna do
That
PN?
was like on par with a treble mechanics of hand fighting exam. Only slightly better than the music one.
Don't all volunteer at once.
I'll go. I don't
All
mind.
right. Why don't you go ahead
Bye,
and
Raz.
join me in the puzzle
Bye.
room.
Hey, I have permission. I can actually get in here now.
Is Genevieve going to be examined in the art of villainy or historical blacksmithing techniques?
Before I choose, I have a question. Are we studying and like getting
Yeah,
freebies and
we're going
stuff
to.
for this?
We'll do that.
Okay, because that matters on the decision I make. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Art of Villainy.
And so you can study to roll for 1 freebie, you can pull an all-nighter to roll for 2 freebies, or you can plan to cheat.
I'm going to actually describe cheating for me again.
When you cheat, you'll make 3 skill checks. The DC is a flat 14. 2 of the checks are deception and sleight of hand. The third may be any skill that you're proficient in and can justify. If all 3 checks pass, you ace the exam. If any fail, you fail.
Oh, what is my... Am I allowed to cast spells?
I'm going to say no, because they definitely have ways of determining if you're under magical influence when you come in for your exam.
Okay. I mean, there are reasons I could argue against that in theater, but
Mhm.
like, probably not worth taking up your time here. So I don't think I want to cheat then.
Okay. So you can study or you pull an all-nighter, and if you've got a study buddy, you're making the rolls at advantage.
I'm gonna pull an all-nighter. This is an athletic skill. Is there somebody I can rope into this?
You've got... Your options are...
Like, I see Tempest.
Tempest is the only one that I... Which class were you going?
Oh, this is strength athletics is what I'm testing.
So this is for... Oop, that's the wrong. Okay, so you're going for the art of villainy?
Yeah.
Tell me if you can convince me that Tempest would take the class the art of villainy, she can be your study buddy.
Oh, I meant just like as a hey, I'm studying for this, like, do you have time? And the answer might be no.
No, Tempest wouldn't. Alsahar might. You've got Alsahar -1 here.
I don't see Alzahar as the most physically inclined.
No, but he might understand the material so he can lord it over you later. Like, he's not taking the class for sure. But
I mean,
if
if
you
that
want to,
works,
if you want to
then
owe
okay.
Alsahar a favor,
I mean, yeah, Genevieve's probably gonna have to clean up at Pavian Club for the rest of her life. But like, hey, I'll take an advantage when I can get it.
okay. So if you make one roll for one freebie, you can make it advantage. If you make 2 rolls to pull the all-nighter, you make both rolls at advantage, looking for freebies, but you go into the exam exhausted.
I'm looking for freebies, so I will do both at advantage.
All right. Your DC is 8 plus 6.
14.
14.
That's a pass.
That's one freebie you've got.
Okay, good. No dice on the second.
So you're going with one freebie.
One freebie.
If you make the athletic skill check during the exam and hit a DC of 14, you can get a 50-50, but you're making that check at disadvantage because you're going into exhausted.
I'm tired.
And
yeah.
you owe Alsahar a favor. Let me just make a mark of that. Genevieve owes Alsahar a favor. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. All right. The art of villainy. These are multiple choice. One is correct. Question
Hold
1.
on. Sorry. I write these down because I sometimes take them later, and I had a format, and I gotta find the format. Oh, I'm not ready for the exam.
This wasn't supposed to be on the... Oh, wait, it is. It actually literally is.
Literally is on the exam. No, this is a Raz problem this is Raz being Raz, filling airtime with what?
I do have to
What
ask.
is he doing? It's because I'm keeping notes.
If one of
There's
your
my
students
notes,
came
okay.
in for the exam and didn't have their stuff organized, would you wait on them?
I would, actually.
Aw. You're a big softie. Let me know when you're ready.
No, the reason I do that is like because accessibility reasons, etc. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, why do I need to be that person that creates an environment that I'm saying this as I'm copying and pasting? Sorry.
Yeah. I've
Why
got
do I have
4
to be
other
the
players.
person
I got
that-
4 players waiting in the other room.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay.
There we go.
The art of villainy. Question 1. What is the purpose of a particularly well-executed cape flourish? Is it A, capes are dusty and require maintenance? B, the sound of fluttering fabric is inherently troubling? C, it is important to display the entire costume? Or D, enhancing the villain's silhouette creates a larger-than-life experience?
Repeat the last two, sorry.
C is it is important to display the entire costume. And D is enhancing the villain's silhouette creates a larger-than-life experience.
I'm going to write all these down and then come back to them.
Okay.
So,
Question
yeah,
2. Which quote exemplifies the villainous trait of opportunism? Is it A, quote, why so serious? B, quote, chaos is a ladder. C, quote, this is a grip I'm used to. Or D, quote, I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Okay, continue.
Question 3, I may or may not have designed this specifically because I know you write these down and I want to make your life hard.
Great.
What are the 3 T's of effective villainous laughter? Is it A, talking, terror, and trembling? B, timing, tone, and texture? C, telepathy, telemetry, and tautology? Or D, tittering, trilling, and tee-heeing?
Okay, continue.
Question 4. Which character from classical performative canon best exemplifies the archetype of runaway nihilism? Is it A, Solidor, B, Palazzo, C, Izunia, or D, the Periwinkle Warlock?
Repeat the question and the choices.
What character from classical performative canon best exemplifies the archetype of runaway nihilism? And your options are A, Solidor, B, Palazzo, C, Izunia, or D, the Periwinkle Warlock.
Ironically, I think I know the answer to that one.
Question. You want to answer it
Yeah,
now?
go ahead for 5.
Question
Go ahead and
5.
write 5 down.
Which lyric best exemplifies the villainous practice of gaslighting? Is it A, I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. B, there's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. C, what kind of magic spell to use? Slime or snails, puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning? Or D, no good deed goes unpunished, no act of charity goes unresented.
I can't type that fast. No good deed goes unpunished. Can you read the choices again?
Yeah, the first choice, I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. B, there's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. C, what kind of magic spell to use? Slime or snails, puppy dog tails, thunder or lightning? And D, no good deed goes unpunished, no act of charity goes unresented.
Oh boy, okay. Let me see here. Well, first thing I have to do is I have to look up Kefka's last name.
Yeah. You're also using ChatGPT, I see.
No, I'm just using Google. Okay, it is Palazzo. Okay, so I'm going to say that D is Palazzo.
Okay.
What character from classical performative canon best exemplifies runaway nihilism? If that's not Kefka, I don't know what is.
Okay.
Problem is, I've got these narrowed down to 2 on a lot of these.
Okay.
So I don't want this. Sorry, I'm sitting here and like, you know how on an exam you like cross out the answers?
I
that
dropped
you
out of college
are
in
pretty sure are
2002.
wrong. Okay, so you
So-
wouldn't know this, but on a multiple choice test, if there are obviously wrong answers, you draw a line through them and then you don't think about them anymore.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, which of these is the most like gaslighting? I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
For number 1,
Cape Flourish.
yeah, I'm gonna pick enhancing the villain's silhouette and creates a larger than life experience.
Okay.
Opportunism. Getting rid of that. I'm gonna go with, for the 3 T's of effective villainous laughter, I'm gonna assume that one of those is your throwaway answer, because it was the one I was considering. I'm gonna go with timing, tone, and texture.
Okay.
For 3.
We're down to opportunism and gaslighting.
I'm gonna use a freebie on opportunism.
Correct answer there is chaos is a ladder.
That was one of the 2 I didn't narrow it down to. So, and then for number 4 or 5, how many blips is it to buy a correct answer? Is it 4 or 6?
I think I don't remember.
I feel like I have 3 in here, and that's probably good enough. So let's see here. Sorry, I'm really trying to think this out.
I feel like I let him use 2 blips to get a correct answer on an exam after he
Okay.
failed it. You might not fail though. You don't know.
Can I do that retroactively?
Yeah, I allowed.
Can I
Chris,
be like,
I allowed Chris to
okay.
use it when he bombed his exam.
Well, then I think I have at least 3 here.
You haven't rolled your 50-50 yet either.
Oh, I haven't. You're right. Let me do that on number 5.
So roll that at
And
disadvantage.
the DC is 14. You
Yes.
said. Oh, I passed.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
The correct lyric is either, I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. Or, there's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it.
Okay. I'm gonna select. I admit in the past that da 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 da.
And we're happy locking in all those answers?
I'm happy with that.
That is
That went better than I
5
expected.
out of 5. Correct.
You're kidding.
Aced the exam. Without knowing
Wow.
the source of the quotes.
No, I had no
You
idea.
didn't
All
know
I
the
did was
quotes or the
Kafka.
lyrics.
Well, I assume 5 was Wicked. Is it Wicked?
No. Well, I mean, there's a
No.
wicked lyric in there, but that's Ursula from the
Something
Little
in
Mermaid.
there. Yeah.
Her whole song is gaslighting. The other
Yeah,
songs were
no.
from Sweeney Todd and Labyrinth. And your 4
Yeah,
quotes
I would
were,
never have guessed them.
your 4 quotes were the Joker, Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones, which was the correct answer, George Hurst from Deadwood, and you really can't source I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I know I've heard it, but I don't know.
It's
who said
Vader.
it.
It's Darth Vader.
Yeah, okay. No, I should probably have known that. Okay,
but when you
sweet.
go
I'm
back,
happy.
act like you bombed the exam, because I need these other 2 guys to be sweating it out.
Yeah,
All right.
I could do that. Thank you.
Okay, that was an ordeal.
Jesus Christ.
It seemed like it. That was a minute.
We were gone for 30 minutes. Who wants to go next?
I'm sorry.
I'll go next.
Good luck.
Okay.
Hi, Trouble.
Hi.
First, you have to decide how you would like to study. You can. Your study DC is 14. You can either make your skill check to study. You can make 2 skill checks for 2 freebies if you pull an all-nighter, but then you go in exhausted. And if you have a study buddy,
which
you
I
can
don't.
roll with
Well,
advantage.
can I? I can't force Alistair to be my study buddy because he picked the other. He picked the class. He for some reason he picked the class that we don't have in common.
So you want to be examined in fundamentals of movement?
Yeah.
I'll let you roll that advantage because, yeah, Alistair is taking the class. He's not examined in it today, but he was taking the class, so you can study together with Alistair.
Okay. So I can roll. I am going to pull an all-nighter, so I roll two rolls at advantage.
2 rolls at advantage. You're
DC
looking for a 14. Each one gives you 1 freebie on the exam.
Now, because it's been a minute, these are just straight rolls, no modifiers, right?
It's the skill from your class, which in your case would be acrobatics. These are
yeah,
acrobatics
yeah,
checks.
Cool. So that is +8. Barely 14.
Okay, so that's one freebie.
Yeah. And that's a 15.
All right.
So, yeah.
So you got 2 freebies on the exam, and during the exam, you can make an athletics roll at disadvantage to try to get a 50-50 on one of your questions.
Acrobatic.
Acrobatics, yes. All right.
And the using 6 blips is still on the table, right?
If you fail the class.
Okay.
I think
cool,
I just
got you.
quoted Raz 2 blips per failed question because he had a time of it. All right.
Okay.
You ready for question 1?
Yes.
What is the safest process for lifting a heavy object? Is it A, bend at the waist, lift slowly? B, bend at the knees, keep back straight? C, match the momentum of the lift with exhalation? Or D, assure appropriate ley line alignment?
The B was lift with your repeat B.
Bend
so
at the
I'm-
knees, keep back straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
Question 2. Why do we warm up before exercise? Is it A, to give onlookers more time to appreciate our muscles? B, to reduce lactic acid in the body's fluids? C, to test for soreness or injury? Or D, to prepare muscles for more strenuous exertion?
D.
Which one?
D.
Like dog?
Yeah.
Question 3. What is the safest way to recover after a fall? Is it A, always land on your feet? B, cover your face with your elbows? C, roll with the direction of impact? Or D, inhale at the moment of impact?
C.
Question 4. Why do many athletes fail in field combat situations? Is it A, fighting and competing are inherently different schools of movement? B, injury is likely in combat but unheard of in competition? C, the use of arms and armor eliminates the need for core strength and stamina? Or D, they often neglect training with equipment load?
So I'm gonna use my freebie here, but I think it's A.
Using your freebie, the correct answer is D. They often neglect training with equipment load.
Okay.
Final question. What performative combat maneuver has a reputation for being impressive despite a complete lack of kinesthetic function or combat utility? Is it A, the battle cry? B, the micro jab? C, the headbutt? Or D, the roundhouse kick?
Oh. I feel like this is a personal attack. This is a personal attack. I'm going to use the freebie, but the answer is obviously D. Because
Yeah, the answer
this
is
is-
obviously D. It's the most useless combat maneuver in history. Are we happy locking in all those answers?
Yeah. I think I might have gotten
Mm.
the second one wrong.
That is 5 out of 5. You have aced the exam. Good job.
Nice.
By
All right. Cool.
admitting to yourself that the roundhouse kick is pointless.
I mean, listen, roundhouse kick is number 1 in my heart. That's all that matters.
All right, let me go back and collect the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That probably solved a lot of the problem.
All right,
did.
I think that just leaves Destel.
Yep.
All right,
Bye, Destel.
good luck. And what are we examining Gepa in today?
Macroarchaeology. Or is it
Macroarchaeology.
macrogeology?
Macrogeology. So your skill for that is survival.
Yep.
So you can either study, pull an all-nighter, or attempt to cheat. Your study
I'm going to
DC
study.
is 14.
Okay.
Do you have a study buddy for
So
this
I roll
class?
14 survival.
Do you have a study buddy for this
I don't
class?
think so.
Okay.
Unless there's someone on my NPC sheet.
Let's take a quick look.
So plus okay. Well, I would definitely need the advantage because I failed there, but like I don't believe I know anybody in this class.
So you do have some relationship points with Alcihar. He's not in the class, but he will help you study, but you'd end up owing him a favor.
That works for me.
Okay, so you're going to study, then roll add advantage because Alcihar is helping you. Looking for a 14.
Okay, then I get another die. And I make it.
All right, so you got one freebie going into the exam, and then during the exam, you can make a survival check, DC 14 to 50-50, one of the questions. Macrogeology, I think it's at the top of my list here. Question 1. Ley lines intersect beneath a stable continent. A mage amplifies power at the intersection. What is the likely result? Is it A, permanent levitation of nearby settlements? B, tectonic instability in the region? C, complete immunity to earthquakes? Or D, runaway gemstone formation?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Ley lines intersect beneath a stable continent. A mage amplifies power at the intersection. What is the likely result?
I'm going to go with the gemstone collection formation.
Okay. Question 2. Why is magic at scale not employed to transmute arid desert sand into fertile soil? Is it A, the resulting change in weather patterns are theorized to be catastrophic? B, vegetation grown from magically induced soil tastes terrible? C, the increased density results in gravitational anomalies? Or D, the caution is cultural, not thaumaturgical?
I'm going to go with D for that one.
Question 3. Why are theorized floating continents impossible to inhabit? Is it A, thinning atmosphere, no magic exists to assist with human respiration? B, the calculus of gravitational magic is too complex over large systems with such varying densities? C, logistics, a colony on a floating continent would not be adequately provisioned and cannot sustain its own ecosystem? Or D, magical instability, a 0.001% wobble magnified to continental scales would be devastating?
Of one freebie and 150-50. Am I remembering this right?
You got one freebie and 150-50.
You go with D on this one.
Go with D. Question 4. Why not drain Lake Lothril Basin using magic to have more land to settle and seed? Is it A, Zephril Isle's population is not high enough to justify a public works project on that scale? B, there's nowhere to drain the water to, and it is not possible to destroy water using magic? C, Lake Lothril's aquatic life is unique and protected by Etherine doctrine? Or D, the lake's removal would result in mass desertification in the center of Gran Francisco?
Can I 50-50 that one?
Yeah, it's a survival check. DC is 14.
And I have disadvantage. No, I didn't study up all night.
You did not stay up all night.
normal roll.
So you normal roll.
All right, I got that.
So the answer is either C, the aquatic life is unique and protected by doctrine, or D, the lake's removal would result in mass desertification.
Gonna go with D.
And your final question, what is Brennanine quartz? Is it A, a mineral found only in quarries around the former capital? B, a regional name for the bedrock of Lake Callisto, where the ruined city sits? C, very sharp silica crystals, so named for Fernisco the Conqueror's sword? Or D, hard, dense rock pushed up through grasslands by meteor swarm shockwaves?
If I answer this one, can I go back and freebie a different one?
Yeah, you can freebie anything you want afterwards.
Cool. Let's do D and let's freebie the first question.
The first question, what happens when you amplify the power at ley lines? The correct answer is B, tectonic instability in the region. And that leaves Gepa at a grade of 4 out of 5. Well done, sir.
I have no idea what I am talking about.
All
Okay, I
right.
know what you're talking about there.
That was all. Nobody else is waiting on an exam, right? That was everybody.
No.
How are we feeling?
We just started talking about like HR.
Sure.
What the hell was that class?
What was that class that you took for GEPA, Testel?
Macrogeology.
Macrogeology.
I do feel the need constantly to point out that you guys picked the class. You invented the classes, in fact.
Yeah, this is all my fault.
I haven't invented any classes. I just keep looking them up.
Yeah, don't do that. Truth is stranger
You
than fiction.
introduced the class to the game world.
But everybody did pass. Everybody passed their exam. So well done.
Yay.
Everybody could go up to level 8.
I almost decided to multi-class, but like laziness won out.
Oh,
Are we gonna share our results with everybody?
I mean, I got 5 out of 5.
Some of you are sharing classes. Alistair still needs to be
Oh, and
examined in fundamentals of movement.
I just meant like our results.
Oh yeah, you can. That's up to you.
Like, yeah, I got 5 out of 5.
After all that time.
Yeah. Sorry.
So
I got a 4 out of 5, and I have no idea how I did that.
we're going up to
The
level
answer is
8
always
now.
D, I think.
Yeah, it's always D.
That's how I did that.
So our final round of exams will take you to level 9, probably after the next adventure. So Hugo will be examined in Deluade art history. Gepa has chosen ecclesiastical law. Genevieve has historical blacksmithing techniques. Leopold has Kine, essentials of strength and conditioning. And Alistair has fundamentals of movement. I did allow Leo to study with Alistair as a study buddy, which when we get to that point, Alistair will be able to study with Leo as a study buddy, since you're sharing the class.
yay! I may cheat on that one.
I actually asked. I was worried about mine. I was like, "Were you cheating for me?"
So fucking
I
multi-class.
think when I I think when I designed that Art of Villainy class, this was months ago. It's been a very long time now, but I think I was thinking that Chris was going to have to take that exam.
What am I looking at? 8th
Why
level
would I
ASI. That's all I have to
volunteer
do.
for that? I don't play villains.
That's
What?
I play selfish heroes.
Does anybody get anything cool at level 8?
I got
Oh,
an
yeah.
Spell. I don't know what spell
Do-
I'm taking though.
Do you know what I got? I got another cantrip at level 6 that I didn't realize.
Oh, well.
You should probably take that.
I'm just gonna add a cantrip. I was like, when do I get my next cantrip? At level 10. Wait, hold on.
I got one more key point and a ASI, which
Let's
I just
go add
put
a
into
cantrip.
Constitution. So that's
All right.
I
so-
got a sorcery point, magical guidance, a 3rd level spell slot, a free spell known, Hunger of Hadar and Sending, and then the ability to retrain 1 sorcerer spell and 1 psionic spell. Also, I can use 3rd level spells now.
Hugo,
Sir,
you did not have to take an exam, so what downtime action would you like to have?
I would like to take Elegant Sumai to friendship level 3.
Okay. Pull up my relationship chart here. I've got you at 3 with her already.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're stacked.
it's been that way for a while.
Oh, well, shit.
Are we taking her on the next adventure when you go out, leave school again? Do I need to come up with a Sumai stat block?
Do you ever get a Yvette stat block?
I haven't. Not yet. I try not to
Like,
create more work for myself than is necessary. So when you guys tell me who you're taking out, I usually make the stat block that week. So, well, when I'm going to introduce the next adventure later in this session, and then you guys can think about who you want to take. You can take, and if you take somebody that you haven't had in a while, like Tempest, I'll make sure to level her up. She will be stronger now too.
Okay.
What is Sumai? So Yvette's like a barbarian type ice princess caster. What's Sumai?
I don't think you know exactly. She is a
No, we
WA
don't.
noble.
Yeah, we don't actually.
Nobody has
Sumai
any.
Oh, she has levels of noble. That's what it is.
Nobody has
And
any.
she might
greedy for
also
combat
be-
ability.
She might also be half angel or something.
Well,
She
Hugo thinks
supposedly
so.
Asimar is what we thought, right? I don't think our characters know what that means.
So Hugo, I got you working on
There we go.
Elena the Coffee Mancer. I've got at level 2, and then you've got -1 for Dahlia and Tempest. If you want to have a relationship encounter, or you can have some other downtime.
No,
action.
I'm gonna. Yeah, remind me the other downtime actions, please.
You don't have to take an exam unless you want to take a previous one that you didn't ace.
No.
You can conduct independent research in order to learn magical lore, which you can cash in later. You can scribe scrolls. You can learn or perfect a spell outside of your class's spell list. You can party to increase your popularity, or you can chillax to give yourself a little bonus at the next encounter, like a advantage on a saving throw, temp HP, or a token reducing your next blip expenditure by 1.
Let's do some independent research.
Okay. Have you already?
I have myself at 28.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a intelligence check, just straight intelligence. At DC is 28.
Oh, yucky. That is a 5.
A 5, so you can reduce it by 2. So your next research roll will be at 26.
Yep.
All right.
Hugo's just not into it.
There we go. Too busy thinking about elegant Sumai.
True.
Alistair, you
Yeah.
had previously volunteered yourself to handpick sculptors to replace the statue of Ruby Veritas.
Yes.
What progress have we made in that project?
I have identified whoever has perfect scores in my magical sculpture class.
Was it you?
I mean, I guess that'd be one of them.
Did you get a perfect score in that?
You said I got 5 out of 5.
If you got 5 out of 5, yeah, okay. So you're going to use your contacts from your sculpture class to pick somebody. Okay. Give me.
I mean, you know, we'll ask the professor of that class first if they want to do it.
Well, they
We'll
would.
see what they say.
They would. Their response would be to network with your other students. So why don't you give me a persuasion check? You can use either popularity or charisma, and you can roll at advantage since you're pulling from classmates that you've worked with personally.
Persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion. Either charisma
That's,
or popularity.
27?
Okay. It's not hard to convince some of your fellow sculpture students to replace the statue of a literal national hero. This would be like, hey, somebody defaced the Lincoln Memorial. Who wants to help fix it? Right? Like everybody wants to help fix the Lincoln
Yeah.
Memorial.
That's pretty good.
I also have that 2 of you owe Alcihar a favor.
Oh, you do too, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do I want to start? I've got all these notes here, and they look so foreign to me because we took last week off. I guess we'll start with Leo because he has the shortest notes on this page.
Yep.
Leo. Spending any time with Allie over the course of, while exam season is going on, she only has hazy memories of the incident. And her days, she spends a lot of her days annoyed because Windspear has placed more restrictions on her movements in the school. She's complaining about these restrictions, but give me an insight check, please.
Sure. Shoot. What's my insight actually?
I should be on your character sheet.
It is.
Yeah.
I just am. Two blips.
2 blips to reroll.
All right, that is a 12.
12. She's complaining that Windspear is keeping a closer eye on her and restricting her movements and things, but you know that she's also being afforded privileges in school that a lot of other students don't have. Mostly she wishes that she had not had her disciplinary brigade disbanded. She was really enjoying that. And she's wondering if there's some, because she knows that, like, Alistair, after you guys kicked him out of your stupid drama club that you're in, went off and made his own drama club without any, like, backing from the school or anything. She's wondering if she could do that with the disciplinary council and is asking for your advice on how to set it up.
My advice is that sounds like a very bad idea. Because, like, it seems like a good way to get somebody beat up. Because a lot of the disciplinary member people came within inches of getting their face bashed in with a folding chair.
Leo, look around the school. A lot of these people deserve to be beat up.
Right. But you and anybody you hire would be the one. Are you saying you deserve to be beat up?
No,
Like, 'cause
obviously.
That's literally what you just said.
Obviously, I don't deserve it, even though it totally happened. Not everybody gets what they deserve. That's why justice is so important, Leo. I wish I could help you understand that, but you're pretty, but you're thick, and you don't get things.
Huh. I mean, Leo's trying to find a way to like say something very trying to word this right. You literally attacked the entire student body and got away with no repercussions at all. At least not commiserate repercussions. I don't think that you necessarily deserve to be held accountable for that, because there is clearly something else going on. But a lot of people
It's a magic school, Leo. Every 2 weeks, somebody opens a portal to somewhere and bullshit pours out. That's why we have protections in place.
How true is that? When was the last time? When was the last like demon encounter?
It's a fib. You don't have demons popping out of the sky on the regular. Many of the classes are dangerous, and sometimes like experiments and exhibitions get out of control. But that was definitely another level. She's being reductive.
Yeah, I'll tell her she's being reductive, and that's not true, and she knows it's not true, and she should be better than that, and she's better than that.
Reductive?
That's what I'll tell her.
That's not a Leo
Yeah.
word. That's a Genevieve word. She told you to say that.
No, she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you think I'm stupid.
Well, make an insight check. Let's see if Leo does know why she thinks he's stupid.
No, he doesn't.
And this is kind of how conversations end up going with her. Anytime Leo says something like on the nose or insightful or correct, she deflects by saying like, "Oh, your friends are just telling you to say that to me because they don't like me and they don't want us to be together." I guess it's up to you to decide whether it's an improvement that she has kind of regressed back into brat mode from, opening portals in the sky and terrorizing the student body.
What we need is a way for her to spend 5 minutes in a room with herself.
Oh, I wonder if I can take Major Illusion yet.
Oh man, can you imagine 2 of them?
As long as we lock them in a room together.
Would they come out as best friends or best frenemies or like what?
Oh no, they would kill each other.
Well, we hope so.
I mean, I don't want the child NPC to die.
Okay. Did you have anything else that you wanted to do with Allie? It's like you're not getting through to her, but she's also not in a position where she can do a lot of damage right now. Like she's in... Windspear seems to be on top of things, making sure that she's focusing on her coursework and her electives rather than pursue this obsession that she has.
I think Leo would just like standard operating procedure with her would just be Leo, just like you said, conversations she'd complain, Leo would point it out, she'd accuse him of like parroting words, they'd bicker a little bit.
Okay.
He could continue to do that, and then like it is like just he's trying to keep her occupied with like normal things.
So Leo is not giving up on Allie. Very, very.
He hasn't given up on Alice. Listen, if I have to give up on Allie, then that means I have to give up on Alistair. And that's not the kind of person Leo is.
Okay. Let's rewind a little bit. Let's come back to the first day after you guys returned from the previous adventure. Dahlia loved the adventure. Super, super hyped coming home. She can't believe you guys do that all the time. It's amazing. Why isn't everybody constantly going on crazy violence vacations? And then you guys sit down in your dorm room to divide up the treasure, to which she is entitled 1/6. How much treasure does she actually get?
Whatever she's entitled, I would say.
Well, yeah, but what is that? What's the number? Somebody... I hope somebody was keeping track of all the treasure I gave out.
Yeah.
We didn't total
It should be on
it.
the party sheet.
Yeah, let me start counting this up here.
We wrote it down, but didn't like...
I'm going to just turn everything into gold, if that's okay.
We haven't
that's fine.
copied every... We haven't like been to the money changer yet, if that makes sense.
For the things that are like potion of healing and spell scroll and whatever, I'm not gonna like look up their values. I'm just not including them in this divvy.
That's fine. You guys can keep all of that stuff.
300. I got 3918 gold. I don't know if someone's checking my work, but
Okay, so 1/6 of that would be
Just from that last adventure? Jesus.
yeah, 653 actually. Everybody takes 653.
that is an amount of gold. Like Dahlia's eyes turn into like saucers in her face. Like, did you count wrong? Like, clearly this is almost the whole pile.
No, this is yours. Buy something nice
She stares
for the
down.
next adventure. And then Genevieve smiles.
My God. And then with
then
lightning
she-
speed, she grabs all of it, puts it in her satchel, and is out the door.
And then,
Wait,
like Leo comes around the corner. I think she's going to die. I think she's going to end up dying. Like this is the last we ever see of her, right?
she totally just went to the Fire Jolt Cafe to buy like everything in stock, didn't she?
She bought out the whole kitchen.
Yeah. She's gonna pay somebody to make those biscuits that she's never there on time for. Or whatever. That's clearly where she went, and so Genevieve isn't worried.
We'll come back to that.
Jason,
Hugo.
Leo.
A few weeks ago, well, before your previous adventure, so it's been longer than a few weeks now, but you had the chance to play test M&M, designed by your close personal friend, Hendrik Hasseldorf. I don't remember his last name. I just have him as Hendrik now.
Yeah.
And can we agree that the game was problematic?
An understatement.
It had some, let's say, cultural insensitivities. So Hugo, Hendrik approaches you one day. Actually, he probably waves you down when as he's working on his new profession and trying to get this game published at the cafe. He wants to craft a Deluade expansion for M&M. And he wants to see if you can get him a sit down with Elegant Sumai so she can consult.
Oh no.
Now, I will say that first edition D&D published the Oriental Adventures Handbook, and except for the title, it is one of the best handbooks they ever published.
Do not help him or let him do that after how he played the Wars Oracle. We don't need HR to be on our ass.
So he's asking Hugo of this because he knows that he's dating Elegant Sumai. Is McDowell muted, or did he run screaming from this encounter?
Oh God, I was muted.
Okay.
But no, that's not far off. I am running screaming from this encounter. No, Hugo is just gonna be like, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
He's like, no,
Wouldn't it be?
listen, okay, so they have like these cool curved swords, and like they use like wooden chain weapons that they swing around really fast. It would be so good. And like monster masks with like big teeth coming off the side.
But here's the issue is you don't know what those kinds of things are in their culture, do you? Like, how much have you studied this on your own?
Do I have to know any of that?
Yes, you do.
Well, that's all the more reason for you to help me sit down, because I can't just like go and ask her. She has like bodyguards that beat anybody up who come near the door.
That's why I moved. Because dogs. The weather is mild enough lately, and everybody's outside, and that means it's the dog's problem. I apologize.
So is Hugo telling him no? Can't be done?
I will say that let me broach the subject with her before I give you an answer on that.
And so next time you see her, I guess her first question would be, what is M&M? How do you describe how the game works?
Oh man, I'm just imagining her like super into it.
It's a game of imagination in which you can play in in a fantastical or historical setting, and this and Hendrik Hasselman he's got some good ideas, but I feel like they need to be refined better. And also there was also his portrayal of a particular woman in this other situation was a little less than flattering.
Oh, she asks for details. She wants to know
Oh,
what you mean.
oh yeah. Then Hugo will, a wild woman, barely wore anything. Yada yada yada. Hugo doesn't hold anything back in that regard.
Okay. So
And
it's a game where
he's-
people
he's-
sit around a table and pretend to be adventurers.
I mean, it's a strange distraction. It's definitely not for me, but it could get somebody into who's interested in that sort of line of work to kind of maybe spark the imagination, as it were. I think there is value in it, but it is very it does need to be refined.
And what does Hendrik want from her? How do you explain what he wants from her?
He wants to create he wants to represent Deliwade culture in this game now. Weaponry, mysticism, historical elements, that sort of thing.
So her main advice would be for him to enroll in a Deliwade history class. Why has he not done this?
I suggested something similar, and he didn't. He didn't seem wanting to go that route. I think he's looking for the shortcut rather than actually learning.
She says she
I
will
will-
consider the request. But
Very well. Thank you.
before she knows for sure, because she has some awareness of who Hendrik is, she says that she will want to play this game for herself. And she tasks you with choosing one of your friends to organize this table so she can see how it works.
Very well.
Oh God, pick me, pick me.
No, I'm not picking you.
Genevieve.
Who do you pick?
It's absolutely
Gep-
going to be Genevieve.
Really? Geppa is running the club.
No, I'm just in
That
it.
is
Oh, okay. Well, then Genevieve would volunteer.
Okay.
I'm not saying
Sure.
don't do it. I'm just saying I'm not. I don't believe I'm running the club.
Oh, you have it as an actual extracurricular. So,
Yes.
well, Genevieve has DM'd or MM'd before or whatever, so she'd be happy to do it again.
Okay.
She might get a little nervous when there's like a 20 on her dice behind the screen and the guards are looking at it and then looking at her.
Alistair's is going to take a minute, but I think I want to lump Genevieve and Geppa together. Did you have anything else that you wanted to do with Hendrik or Elegant Sumai, Hugo?
no. I think that's good.
Okay.
It's good to leave it off there.
Alistair,
Yeah.
you're crossing the quad one day, and you see off in the distance, there's a large grouping of students sitting in the grass in the shade of a tree. And before them is the man that you saw a few weeks ago, you directed around, Lynn. Lynn seems to be conducting a sort of impromptu poetry lecture. And he has the rapt attention of probably a dozen or so students who are sitting in the grass before him, plus a couple of hangers-on kind of pseudo interest in the passing crowd that has stopped to watch as well.
And Alistair verified with the dean that this was an actual person that was supposed to be here, not somebody trying to sneak in and cause trouble.
I don't think you verified anything with anybody. All you did was direct him to, because he came here saying he was seeking employment.
Yeah, he mentioned him to Windspear or whatever.
Yeah, so Windspear had no knowledge of his arrival, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he wouldn't get employed. I mean, who knows what his pedigree is? Right now, he's underneath a tree in the quad, holding a poetry lecture.
I suppose Alistair will walk over and check it out and let me know I need to make a save versus Charisma.
Doesn't make a save versus anything. But Lynn takes notice of you and says, and here is one of Strixhaven's, in fact, one of Prismari's preeminent poet performers. And he waves you up.
Alistair will walk over. Ah, Professor Lynn, I see you found what you were looking for.
Because I'm explaining to the class the way that poetry is interwoven with the magical weave in order to create a wide variety of potent effects. You see, not all magic is book learning and lab work, as you well know.
Truer words have not been spoken in a long time.
Alistair, he tasks you with giving a short lecture to show this point and a demonstration. What he wants you to do is describe in poetic terms a bard spell without naming the spell that you can demonstrate for these students.
Okay. So what's lying around in this area? They're like
Whatever-
chairs. We got a tree.
Whatever you're gonna need, you can probably have to hand.
Is there a puppet lying around by chance?
Lynn
Any of these kids
doesn't
from,
have
like,
one,
Marina
but sure,
Class?
there's a Prismari student sitting in the grass in front of you that's got a ventriloquist puppet just laying next to them.
Excellent. Okay. So Alistair will clear his throat and walk up and thank the professor. So you just want me to give an example of the importance of poetry and spellcasting?
Well, he wants to describe to these kids how your magic manifests, even though you don't focus on book learning or lab work. Your magic comes from a different source altogether. Yours comes from story and song and music.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna ask the kid if he can borrow his ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, the kid, these kids, these students, Lynn has their rapt attention. They are all in on this lecture. They are fixated. So when you ask for a volunteer, if I can make use of your dummy, they are delighted that you've chosen them out of the crowd.
Okay, yeah, so Alistair will take the dummy and kind of sit down on the ground. And he'll put the dummy in his lap and he'll start to talk to the dummy. So, friend, I hear you want to learn about a spell. Well, listen close and I'll tell you well. And then Alistair will wiggle his fingers over the dummy and do animate object on it.
Okay. So you're going to cast
So
the
the dummy
animate
is-
object spell as like a ventriloquist performance.
Yeah, he's going to bring the doll to life so they can have a conversation.
Give me either intelligence or charisma performance check. You're going to get a different result depending on which skill you pick.
It's charisma, and that's a 19.
Okay. So animate object, basically, it brings the... Is this the spell or is this your Bard of Creation class feature that you...
It's my bardic creation.
Okay. This is what you normally use to put googly eyes on shields and have them bounce around my
rocks,
dungeons.
Yeah, and if 19's not good enough, I got some d4s I can throw on there.
19's pretty good. And it becomes clear very quickly, does this allow the thing to speak, or do you have to actually use ventriloquism?
You know, it doesn't say. As an action, you can target a large or smaller non-magical item you can see within 30 feet of you and animate it.
Yeah.
The animated object uses the dancing item stat block. Doesn't say it can talk or not talk.
So it can't talk, but with a performance check, you can perform ventriloquism. I don't see any problem with that.
We'll do that.
So you got a 19 on that roll. So you start out I'm picturing this. You're sitting there under this tree. You start out the performance. The dummy's sitting on your lap, just like any ventriloquist dummy would. But then you let go of it, and it gets up and it starts moving around, continuing to speak.
And it starts to give the lecture.
And yeah, you get oohs and ahs from the crowd, and like kids are feverishly jotting down notes in their zapper keepers. And then, without warning, Lynn drags you into a poetry slam. He tells you, "The stars shall fall like silver tears," and waits for your response.
Worry not, sir. I have no fear.
Beyond the gate of ancient wood.
I would travel if I could.
The dragon sleeps beneath the hill.
Dragon's dangers are a test of will.
The spell is cast, the circle drawn.
The magic we make shall last till the dawn.
And there is riotous applause as the performance is well accepted.
I'm gonna have to go back and get those notes. I suspect that that's important.
And after a few moments, you return the dummy back to the student, and the class kind of disperses. Lynn is very impressed. He considers himself a very good judge of character, and he had you pegged for somebody who is very skilled in the magical bardic arts from the beginning. And he essentially asks if he will be able to use your skills in the future once in the next semester when he has his actual classroom schedule starting.
Oh, are you asking if I want to be the TA? Sure.
He says that he finds it very stuffy here at Strixhaven, surrounded by all this magical potential, but they see it only in terms of studying formula or working the divine will of air or building magical machinery, but there are other layers that are unexplored.
Yeah, Alistair's all in.
Great.
He fully agrees. He likes the idea of teaching class outside in nature and showing how nature and the natural environment relates to spellcasting and all the other fun, new agey, hippie teacher stuff.
He gives you a task. And he advises you share this task with your companions. He knows that you have an adventuring group that you run around with sometime. He would like to present a poetic work about vanquishing a vampire. We'll start here. Does Alistair even know what a vampire is?
He knows all about Strahd from those stupid journals and notes that his family keeps.
Okay. So yeah, he gives you that task. When he starts his semester, he would like this to be one of the capstones, this like epic fable of demonstrating how you can bring down even the darkest creatures of the night with a good turn of phrase.
Everybody knows who Strahd is because Victor made a very popular children's book series.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to do with Lynn before we put a cap on the encounter?
He just wants to figure out how his talk goes. Is he actually fully employed? What courses is he teaching? Is he also a bard? Just basic stuff about him.
Give me an insight check, and you might want to roll pretty high on this if you want to read anything out of Lynn.
I have no way to get advantage on this, do I?
Not presently.
Let me see how many D4s I got. That's a 13 plus some D4s. Uh, 20 on the inside check.
20. Alistair knows just from being a student here for many years and knowing like what academia is like in the Republic, it would be very difficult for like a full bardic curriculum at Strixhaven. Strixhaven, one of the schools of Strixhaven heavily values artistic expression, and another one heavily values like the skills of oration and speaking well, especially linked to religious doctrine. I'm not going to say nobody takes bards seriously, but studying music is possible here, but studying the music as a way to generate magical effects is a bigger sell. That's the challenge Lynn has ahead of him. But the agreement that he's made now is that he's perfectly happy to have his classes out in the open where anybody can walk up and audit and anybody can bear witness. So he's not going to have an actual classroom or probably a distinct schedule, but he's apparently been granted a license to just hold classes out here on the quad.
Okay, so he's like a semi-adjunct.
Kind of.
Oh no, don't make this my reality.
Raz, you're not allowed to go teach chemistry. You just have to give chemistry lectures and hope people show up.
Yeah, no, that's basically what I do today. Like, please come to class. There's an exam.
Lynn doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would be designing exams. That's not the form of academia he's aiming for. But he now knows that he can count on Alistair to like plan his
Yeah, he's a new college kind of guy.
So Alistair, you need to sit down with your companions at some point and discuss a tale of vanquishing a vampire.
Okay, I will ask Genevieve and I.
Genevieve and Geppa, what is a time or event in your daily lives when the two of you would be together, not at your dorm room and not with any of your other companions?
I feel like that probably doesn't come up that often.
Probably
no,
not.
Mage Tower? Are you still doing Mage Tower?
Yeah, but you're not.
She does like watch the games.
Sure, I guess maybe after a Mage Tower practice we meet to get something to eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after you guys are having a snack after Mage Tower in a quiet corner of the Mage Tower pitch, and you're approached by someone you've never seen on the Mage Tower pitch, Alcihar Alizrock. And he's...
Hey Al, how's it going?
Wringing his hands nervously in a way that you have not seen before.
Is everything okay? What's going on?
I think I think I need your help. He takes his glasses off, makes a performative show of cleaning them as a way of buying time because he doesn't want to explain himself. He says, I may have overspoken my feelings for a particular girl that I have interest in, and her response was not adequate.
Adequate to you or adequate for her?
She didn't say much of anything, actually. I don't know where we stand or if I should speak to her again.
Who was it?
He's talking about Tempest.
Genevieve says, well, to start, why don't we discuss this over some drinks? And she nods to Geppa, like she gestures by holding a bottle up to her, like she holds her hand like it's a bottle up to her lips, and then does the like talking motion and points at Alistair.
Alistair's not there. It's you and Geppa.
Not Alistair, Alsahar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I find that when I
I
drink,
have no idea what you're trying to convey.
If we get him drunk, he'll keep talking, and then we can maybe distract him and dissuade him. Tempest, no, just no. Does he know
Busy
we're
together?
Does he know that Tempest and I are like really good friends? Well,
That's probably why he's asking you. We're just staring at each
oh,
other.
he's asking
right
the
now,
two.
right?
He's asking the two of you because you owe him a
Yeah,
favor.
yeah.
we owe him a favor.
Right.
Yeah, Genevieve's solution is to immediately to like get him drunk.
So you want to get him. You're not suggesting like, hey, if you drink more, you'll loosen up and she'll like you better. You're suggesting, hey, let's go get you drunk so you open up all the stuff to us that you're not saying now.
Yes.
Okay.
That is exactly what Genevieve is trying to do. She's trying to be a little more tactful about like, come on, like let's go get a drink. But the intent is that like if he has a few in him, he'll be a little more open about the situation, and maybe he'll be more receptive to like Genevieve letting him down.
Okay. So you guys
Yeah,
head
sure, I
over.
can go for a drink.
Head over to the pub. Have a round of drinks or two. When you get him talking, it becomes clear that he's asking the two of you, first of all, because you owe him a favor, and second of all, because he is under the impression that the two of you are dating and know things about dating that he doesn't. He considers you an expert in the subject.
I'm just imagining a mind link opening between Genevieve and Geppa, and they're both just cackling.
Yeah, pretty much.
We don't know the first
laughter-
thing about dating each other.
I don't know if laughter counts for shared language, but
Okay.
no, I'm dating Ellen.
You correct him then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ellen Veritas?
Dating might be a strong word, or it might not be strong enough. Not sure.
Ruby Veritas's. He runs it through in his head. Grand niece?
So they tell me.
Why Ellen Veritas? I don't understand.
She's
Hey,
fun.
what's wrong? What's wrong with Ellen? Ellen
She-
seems
She's
cool.
a lot of fun.
She starts fires. She yells at people.
Yep.
She demonstrates very low tact and etiquette. Not at
She
all.
can turn it on when she needs to.
Remember that Alsahar himself is part of the Ferniscan nobility from the south.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, I mean, surely her family does not approve of this joining.
I met Orson. He seems nice enough.
Well, my family would also not approve of my dating Tempest, but at this rate, I don't suppose it's going to be a problem anymore. At which point, his shoulders just slump forward. His hands rest on the beer that he's only had one sip of.
All right, here's what you do. Oh, Jen, what is Tempest like? Like, what things does she like? What activities does she enjoy? Recreationally?
So she holds out her hand and she stretches an index finger and counts off breaking teapots, breaking things with her axe, breaking bad habits and adventure, breaking shit really.
Okay,
she
so
likes
we
to
invent
break
the
things.
rage room. Okay, recreationally, that's all we've got. She likes to break things.
I mean, she also likes, and then because I have her relationship level 3, I'm just gonna say like some very specific food from the Fire Joel that she always orders.
When it comes to Tempest, it's really hard to get a read on what she likes. She likes when things are are simple and don't annoy her, and people around her do their jobs properly. To a
But
very
why is she
high
hanging out with
degree,
Genevieve?
she dislikes human stupidity.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go.
so I don't. This isn't what I would do because I wouldn't date Tempest.
Sure.
But what if you take her to a play? Girls like that, right, Jen?
Well, Tempest isn't quite like most girls.
It would be hard
She-
to see what Tempest would get out of a play.
Yeah. She
Is
definitely
there
shoots
any
that
art
idea
she
down.
likes? We should
Um,
take her to an art.
To an art.
to an art.
Yeah.
Third year
She's more of
Prismari
a-
student.
She's more of a destruction kind of gal.
So she likes monsters?
Killing them, maybe, and hacking them up.
He gets that look on his face that he only gets when the gears are turning and he's formulating a plan. Monsters. Very well.
I'm gonna mind link to Genevieve. I thought she failed out of adventuring.
Who, Tempest?
Yeah,
No, that was Dahlia.
that's right.
And you saw how well
Tempest
Dahlia
jumped on a
did.
ceiling and told us to do better.
Yeah, you saw how well Dahlia did. Tempest is amazing. Hey, why is Alsahar looking at his beer like that?
He does that sometimes. I usually just let him do it, go off for a while.
Hey, Alsahar, what you thinking about?
If Tempest enjoys slaying monsters, all I need to do is design a monster worthy of being slain by her.
There are worse ideas that you've come up with. Let's start there.
You think it should be really big or just really fast?
So neither of you are dissuading
Hmm.
him from this idea of finding a good monster.
Honestly, it's not the worst idea he's come up with, but this is just going to create an adventure for a future us. So,
Fair.
like, this is much better than like him asking her out for one. Although the intent is the same. Like, this is just not going to work, but Genevieve doesn't want to know how to break it to him.
Crucially, nobody is dissuading him from pursuing Tempest. Like, that doesn't... It's not... This is a bad idea.
I mean, the general vibe of this meeting is like, dude, she's out of your league. She's out of anyone's league. She doesn't really like people.
Or leagues?
And
yeah.
Yeah, or leagues. Yeah. And if he doesn't see that, then like we're just gonna have to support him for trying anyway, because you gotta try, right?
So
So-
here's what I want you to do. I want each of you to give me an insight check. Genevieve, I'm going to set your DC at 12 because you've got level 3 with Tempest. Gep, I'm going to set your DC at 15 because you've only got level 2 with Alsahar.
I can put 2 to 4.
Actually, I'm going to set Genevieve's DC at 11 because she also has -1 with Alsahar. You know both of these people.
Okay. Oh, 14. I don't need.
I got a
use my D-
16.
I don't need my D4.
So it's a pass and a pass?
Yep.
In order to successfully play matchmaker with these two, let's face it, completely unromantic characters, you have to find the place where one of them or both of them will fill a hole in the other's personality that needs filled. Where do these people complete each other? In other words, you can't build a whole relationship just on fighting cool monsters.
I mean, they have. They're definitely archetypes
Does
that
she like
complement
any
each other.
books? Jen.
You've never known her
Uh,
to willingly read a book.
I would assume no. Yeah.
Altar, what's your favorite book?
Well, it would be impossible, of course, to choose only one favorite. You have, of course, the whole canon of literary classics. There are the... he just starts rattling off mythologies and histories.
Genevieve interrupts him and says, "Not gonna work. Next idea, Geppa."
That was my idea. It's your turn.
Ooh, what do you like to do for like recreation besides Pavillon?
Well, I don't have time for recreation with all of my studies and responsibilities. I suppose...
That's perfect. Tempest hates leisure time. I don't know where to go with that. I saw a match.
You saw the opening and you ran into it.
I
Now
saw
you're-
the
now you're
opening,
standing
yeah.
there.
Yeah, Tempest hates fun.
I mean, they do both kind of hate fun.
Yeah.
But in
Oh
different
wait,
ways.
no, we have an idea. That could be an idea. Let's brainstorm this, and then I don't know what to do from here.
So,
Bartender, another drink.
in general, let's ask this, because I can see this going a few ways. Let's see where you guys want to steer it. Are we trying to solve Alcihar's problem and get him to a position where he can ask Tempest out? Or are we trying to create an incredible disaster for everyone involved?
Oh, the disaster's more fun, but like
I think I'm trying to solve the problem.
I do care about these characters. I mean, I think Genevieve would go into this with the intent to help, and then if the disaster is the outcome, that's a problem for future us.
As a meta question, then, because in character you both want to help, but as a meta question, are you going to actually help, or are we going to create a wonderful disaster?
I don't know the answer to that. I feel like this
I
is
think
an
I
unsolvable
will
problem.
help as a meta consideration.
Okay. You would like to end the campaign seeing Tempest and Alcihar together as an item.
Or at least
Actually, I
try
think
and
that-
failed.
I think that would be really cool if it worked out.
All right. Anything else you want to do to take care of this Alcihar situation? He never does finish his whole beer. He's not a big drinker. He could
Aw, man.
lecture you
Well-
on why it's a bad idea to drink anyway.
Genevieve's already had like 3, and who knows how many Geppa's had.
I mean, Geppa doesn't really need beer.
It's just like Icar, but different, right?
Okay.
Wait, is Geppa's Icar that he's carrying around alcoholic?
I don't think so.
It's just Icar. So,
It's just-
a few weeks after your return from your adventure, you guys have taken your exams, you've had all these social encounters, you've built up this new pool of responsibilities and this networking web that you have to see to in your day-to-day school life. And there's an evening when you're all here alone, hanging out in your dorm. Probably the first quiet evening the 5 of you have had together here. So go ahead and place yourselves on the board here. Let's pretend you're having a nice quiet evening at school. I just need to get the table up. This whole time I was looking at the image of the table in Google Chrome, and I'm like, oh, the table's already up. They can already see it. No, you can't. I actually have to...
Yeah, you have to do it this way, huh?
There you go.
What do I want for Jen?
Actually, wow.
You guys are chilling in the commons. Where's Alistair? Go ahead and put
Alistair wasn't
Alistair in the
here.
room up here. At the piano.
Before we continue, after Dahlia got upset about the tiger, Genevieve looked into it and fixed the problem, and it no longer roars only at her.
Okay.
Just
What
roars
does
at
that mean?
everybody.
It now roars at Boswick, and she's like, "What? I don't understand this thing." And then every few days, it changes who it roars at.
So it's pretty late at
But-
night. You guys are having a comfortable and quiet evening at home alone. Why do I? Oh, I hit tab at some point. That was the wrong button to hit. How do I close this chat? I don't know. Okay, it's gone now. Great.
Yeah, I think it's like whenever you start to type something, it'll pop up and then it'll vanish if you don't.
Having a quiet evening at home alone. You're kind of probably coming up on the point where you're starting to think about turning in for the night. When Dahlia steps through the door, she has a terrible grin on her face. She says, "Hey guys, guess what?"
What did you buy?
She says in this loud, booming voice that echoes off the walls, "Mufasa!" And then I need Leo, Genevieve, Geppa, and Hugo to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
I mean,
Got a 19.
Genevieve goes sailing across the room.
Okay, so Genevieve is prone like over here.
23.
23 is good. Geppa and
I
Leo are
failed.
okay. As
This is where
I got a 19.
is this where she is? Like I just I go
Yeah, she
flying
just
over
stepped in the
couch
door.
or something.
As the rug underneath you comes to life, flings the furniture aside, and begins to attack you. And we will resolve that when we come back from our break in 15 minutes. So why don't you all...
Oh no, I just fixed this and now we have to fight it.
Alistair just face bombs.
Let's take 15 minutes, go ahead and get you coffee, get you bagel, and we'll come back. We will defeat the rug.
Oh, I'll miss this rug.
Eraz, I want you to know that I disapprove of you using the funky colors in Earthbound.
I know that he's here.
That's why I said it now. I'm a coward. Or a Borf.
Yep, that was Magnus.
He has a very Magnus sounding Borf. I want you to know that. It's like like he borfs and you're like, yes, that is from a dog named Magnus. Like there is no question. So I'm sitting here like looking at these TMNT cards and I'm like, why are there I guess it kind of makes sense for there to be like 4 or 5 of every single one of the like the main characters, because like if you treat them like a normal creature, then you need 4 separate like legendaries to hit the limit, right?
I think I don't know what you're asking.
I don't know. But like, Destil was said that people are complaining about the there being too many legendaries.
I mean,
In the
there's a
car-
lot of legendaries in the Final Fantasy set, though.
Yeah. I do appreciate that like they decide like they didn't go with like any specific incarnation of the they made their own incarnation. So like the that is internally consistent in the cards. It's similar to what they did with like Lord of the Rings. They kind of made their own version of the characters.
Yeah.
So
My snack today is homemade pasta salad.
I had a turkey sandwich.
Excellent. Sounds good.
I had a lunch before I came to D&D today, so
I find that in life, there are very few moments that I cannot center myself with the application of a good sandwich.
I'm gonna have to wait till Desto gets back. I gotta ask him. I'm like, because these April O'Neil cards, she's a human, right? But her other keywords are ninja, detective, and scientist, like depending on like which one you're looking at. And I wonder if scientist and detective have any synergy at all. I know ninja does, because Kamigawa exists.
yeah, there's the Cyberpunk Kamigawa setting.
Yeah.
You guys didn't think you were getting out of this campaign without fighting the rug, did you?
To be honest, fighting the rug was not on my
Bingo card?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was not on my it's not on my bingo card. Like, do you hate the rug that much?
Do I hate the rug? No. I'm very pleased to
The
have
rug
this
is great.
opportunity. No, I don't hate it at all.
Yeah.
Oh. I think I'm starting to reach the absolute limit in Terraria of what I can do before I can get more checks.
Well, you shouldn't be doing checks right now. You should be playing D&D.
Just fishing. Fishing on break.
I did affix 2 jigsaw pieces.
Yeah, it
While
does
I
not
was
take
eating
much
pasta
brain
salad.
power to fish in Terraria.
Yeah, at some point I'm going to have to check out Minecraft in Archie. I'm just going to have to take a look.
Block sanity.
Is block sanity a thing?
I don't know. I'm just thinking like picking up every block as a check.
Oh God.
Every block as a check.
No, I mean, there would be I just watched a
So-
YouTube video that like I collected every block in 24 hours. There's like 900 something.
There is. I looked at like the proposed like list of additions to Final Fantasy 12, and one of them is earn sanity.
Yeah.
And I read like the number of checks and the like and all that would be added, and I'm like, no.
So would you have to actually zone in and out of areas to get the urns to spawn?
Currently, yes. That's one of the reasons why they're not. It's not active.
I just don't
I
think I
think-
would turn that on.
So, like, there was a couple of things that they were talking about acting. License sanity.
That sounds
That
good.
might
That
already
sounds
be in the
fine.
game. That, like, I think that's in the game already, actually.
It
Where
wasn't
every
in
time
the
you
current
activate-
in the current version.
But they were talking about license sanity, where every license is a check on
Mhm.
every individual board.
And then do you have to like be sent the licenses, or do you still unlock the licenses for yourself when you do that?
Yeah, you do. But every time you unlock a license, it's you perform a check.
That sounds
then you
good.
get the
I would
item.
turn that on if I ever played it. I might not. I might just be one and done with FF12, but
Yeah.
we'll have to see.
Yeah. The other thing they were talking about an enemizer. Not enemizer. That's excuse me. Enemy sanity.
So just random
Because the
enemies in
game-
each zone.
No. Just the check, like Soten.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be good actually.
Because
I think
the-
Yeah.
FF12 would be a good one for that.
Yeah,
because
I think so too.
FF12 has a built-in bestiary, and there is a counter where you have to kill X number of a specific enemy to get the full.
Oh yeah, the bestiary.
Like,
Yeah.
This is
lore
the game where
shit.
turn on the treasures, the enemy sanity, the license sanity, and turn off the side quests. Keep the gating.
I don't think
Turn
this-
off the side quest checks.
The side quests aren't so bad once you know what they are, but they're so.
I'm doing a lot of googling.
Yeah, because they're so easy to miss,
Hmm.
right? So like I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that existed.
Like,
Huh,
have
I
you
didn't
ever
know
done
that
the side
existed.
quest where you like have to take every airship flight and talk to the sister and get a letter from her?
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
there's a lot.
I
to
might have
that
stopped doing side quests after that, but I definitely did that one.
one. And most of the side quest rewards in that game just aren't terrific, except for the ones that open up new areas, like the getting the key to the waterway to do the sluice puzzle, or getting to the North Continent early so you can do death runs into the Necro Hall.
Yeah.
You can get that Zodiac Spear as soon as you clear Tomb of Wraithwall. You just gotta run and scream a lot.
Well, not in the Final Fantasy. In Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac.
Oh, I don't know, actually.
In the no, in
Zodiac-
that this was the PS2 version.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
When the Zodiac Spear was,
I mean,
you
it's
gotta-
it might still be possible in Zodiac, but in PS2 they had the RNG manipulations.
yeah, there's like 6 jugs you're not allowed to look into.
The manipulation. I started getting down into there, and then I ended up going, you know what? No, I'm gonna stop because I just restarted the game because I had manipulated myself into because there's a I don't know why they did this because there are unused models in the game files, but like they added like 12 weapons, and they just don't have models. They're invisible.
Right.
And they don't require licenses, I don't think. I don't know if all of them don't require licenses, but I know the bow doesn't. And you can get the bow on there's an airship.
Yeah.
Like it spawns on an airship, and you could just. So I just got everybody one of those bows, like because the manipulation isn't hard, and I just ended up getting like 3 of them, and it's like, oh, now I have, this.
It's the
and I
most
put
powerful
fire
weapon
arrows
in the
on.
game by far.
Yeah, and you put arrows on, you put the fire arrows on, and then you cast oil on everything, and suddenly now you're doing double damage.
Yeah, I remember watching when the Zodiac Age first came out. I remember watching the speedrunners trying to figure out the RNG manipulation for that. Like, what's the step route so we can get this every time?
But yeah, there's like side quest with like a bottle in Bujerba or something. Like
Mhm.
I didn't know that was in the game.
Yeah, so they're like, I think you rescue a dude inside the mine. He's like, oh, I dropped the bottle. I don't know where it went, but it must have landed, like, if it landed in the ocean, it'll wash up on a beach somewhere. And that's your clue to go to Fawn Coast and find the bottle. And I think that's the key to the other half of the mine where you can go encounter Gilgamesh.
And you got like then there's the Vera
Yeah, that's right.
matchmaking. And I must have done that because I fought Gilgamesh in the PS2 version.
Yeah, because Gilgamesh, you need to do the side quest to get into Barheim Passage, and then do the side quest to get into the second half of Lusu Mines.
Isn't there like a fishing side quest?
Yes, there's a fishing mini game that exists.
Right,
I didn't know about that.
I did not know that existed until like a month ago, and I'm like, what?
And if you
This whole...
do something in order to get the best fishing rod after you defeat Gilgamesh, if you go back to the Barheim Passage, you encounter him again, and he gives you the Matamune, which is a legendary fishing rod. He's like, I have no use for this because it's not a sword.
Right, I remember like reading about the Matamune. It's the Matamune.
The Matamune. And then I made
Yeah.
that into a villainous card in the Gilgamesh deck, and people were like, I've never heard of this. Is this a thing?
Yeah. There's just Final Fantasy 12 is impenetrable in some aspects. Like the basic game is very straightforward, like in terms of like go here, do this, fight a boss. But like when you start delving into the side quests, oh man, and like the spawn, like if you want to kill all of the rare hunts, like the rare game and stuff like that, it's like how like the spawn conditions for them, those get super esoteric.
We're still waiting on everybody to come back.
Is Raz back yet?
I'm here.
I think we're just waiting on Raz.
Just missing Raz. His sandwich must be super good.
Don't dismiss Rat.
I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, good.
It takes a while to eat 12 mini tacos.
12?
They're really tiny. They're like 2 bites.
From
Let's
Jack
take-
in the Box?
No, from Costco actually. They come in
Oh.
like containers of like 30. And I'm like, we have to use these. So I put as many on a tray that I could and threw it in the oven.
So why
that's
don't
like
we...
that's like the equivalent of like 3 tacos. So
Yeah, it's about 3 tacos.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Should Boswick get flung around, or is he just okay here?
No,
He was
Boswick
on
was
the
flying,
army
so-
couch.
I'm not worried about Boswick. He's got a hover speed. He can't
Okay.
be knocked off the couch
Okay.
that he wasn't sitting on.
Why are
Oh.
the dice not moving? Oh no, what's going on? Why is nothing working?
I'm going to say
My
everybody is
keyboard
surprised. I
Oh,
don't
there
think
we
any
go.
of you were expecting the rug to come to life and start attacking.
do I need to roll for Dahlia and use her? Or is
Oh
Dahlia
no,
like the
she's
master?
not. She's just so shell shocked at what has happened that she's not going to participate in this combat.
She's gonna immediately run away.
She's going to stand there.
Who's initiative dork today?
I did it last time, so not me. Am
I rolled an
old?
18.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 17.
I rolled a 4 somehow.
Okay.
The Bog Witch.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do this narratively. I'll have everybody make a. Because everybody's going to be surprised.
Hugo is not surprised.
Oh, and I got to put the creature on your initiative order. Might help. I don't have a token for the creature, really.
I was too busy laughing. He goes last.
I don't have a tiger. I have a wolf. Wolves are tigers, right? Going on 10. This is an enormous rug, by the way. This thing's huge.
Mhm.
So, start at the top of my order, and you all are surprised unless you have a feature that says you're not.
That would be Hugo at 18.
So Hugo's surprised, and then
Hugo's not surprised.
Hugo's not surprised.
He was
Yeah.
See, this
Yep, he
rug
goes,
is-
"Yep."
Easily floor to ceiling, roaring menacingly.
Oh damn. Yeah, Hugo like preternaturally snaps up his axe and goes to swing at it.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's go with some science. Let's go and power attack this one. Ooh. Let's see. +4 is 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
D12 plus 16. 27 points of slashing damage.
Very good.
And then swing again. 23 to hit.
Also hits.
Uh, 14 points of slashing damage from the second hit.
And inasmuch it's not bleeding, but it is bloodied.
Yeah, that'll be good.
All right.
Right, after Hugo is Genevieve, who is surprised.
And then after Genevieve is...
Your tiger, followed by Alistair.
So the first thing I need is everybody in the room to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Pass. I rolled a 20.
Probably
Nope.
a fail. Yep, that's a fail.
That's a pass for Alistair.
Nope.
If
I'm
you
gonna spend a
fail-
sorcery point to reroll that. Pass. Oh no, fell over, failed again.
All right. If you fail, you are frightened of the creature for 1 minute. And as long as you're frightened in this way, you must spend your turn trying to move as far away from the rug as you can, using dash if possible. And if there's nowhere to run to, all you can do is dodge, as it lets out this terrifying, menacing roar. I'm going to say immediately that Dahlia fails this check, immediately runs out of the room, closes the door, and locks it.
And locks it.
Yeah, why not?
You can't lock it from the outside.
She has a key.
Just a
She
key.
has a key.
Oh yeah, no keys exist.
It's
Sorry.
going to take longer than 6 seconds, though.
That was its bonus action. Now let's attack Genevieve at advantage because she is prone. I have a 19 to hit Genevieve.
Where'd my character sheet go? No, that does not hit.
Okay. Let's try Leo, who's also prone.
Okay.
Leo, I have a 17 to hit.
That's my AC, sir.
As the rug sweeps Leo up in its giant arms and completely envelops him, just wraps him up in this tiger skin. And with its third attack, we will try to bite Hugo. Hugo, I have a
Sir.
23 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
For 8 points of piercing damage. So the thing has Leo bound up inside the rug and is starting to bite the hell out of Hugo, and half of you are terrified of it, and the door's locked. Who's next?
Alistair, who I guess is surprised.
Is surprised. Who's after Alistair?
All right, we're starting over again. Geppa, who is no longer surprised.
But I'm afraid, so I guess I dash.
You have to move away from it as far as you can.
Well, that's a problem. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Open
These
the
are
door.
5-foot squares.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just we
well
haven't
then.
adjusted ourselves.
Oh man, our dorm would be so
10.
expensive.
5, 10,
Some-
15, 20,
I
25.
like that.
And then I open the window and jump out.
Great. Unless you use an action to disengage, you are leaving its threat range.
Am I allowed to use an action to disengage?
It doesn't
I'm
say
supposed
you
to
can't.
dash.
Oh, you are supposed to use your
Okay,
action to
now I-
dash if you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't disengaged. Let's take a swipe at you. I've got a 25 to hit Geppa as he leaves the threat range.
Yep.
It's gonna be 15 points of slashing damage. I jump out a window too, honestly.
All right, so I jump. I can fall 100 feet before anything bad happens. How far down is it?
It's not quite 100 feet. You guys are pretty high up,
Okay.
but I don't think it's 100 feet.
So I jump out the window and then I glide 50 additional feet in that direction.
Sure.
That's part of the fall. That's my
Vessel
turn.
has left the encounter.
Do I get to roll for not being afraid anymore?
Yes, you can repeat that saving throw. It's a wisdom saving throw.
All right, I'm not afraid anymore.
All right, who's next?
Hey, you're out of the danger. You're safe.
After Geppa is Leo.
Leo, you are wrapped up inside the creature, so you are grappled and restrained and blind.
Oh, okay. I mean, whatever. I'm still gonna just punch it
Sure.
at disadvantage. Boop. That is a 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does.
Oh, cool. Please enjoy 9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Sure.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. Please enjoy 10 more points of fire damage.
Okay.
And does a that is another 14.
14 does hit.
Enjoy 11 more points of fire damage.
And that's enough. The rug slumps to the floor. Leo spills out of it. It's been slashed to ribbons and badly burned.
My rug!
I'm gonna be mending this all night. Dahlia.
I should go
Geppa,
after Dahlia.
what do you do when you land and you're no longer afraid?
Well, I guess I just start walking back.
This is awkward.
You get Geppa, you climb the stairs and get back up to the room. Dahlia is hunched at the door with her head in her hands, just going, oh man, it wasn't supposed to do that. I spent 600 gold on this.
What? How much did she end up getting?
You guys give her 600 and change.
Something. Yeah, hold on. 653.
And then she sees
Definitely
Geppa.
just roll in on
Still
that.
my calculator.
She's not sure why she sees Geppa climbing the stairs when a couple minutes ago he was inside the dorm room with a monster.
Well, the monster made me afraid and I jumped out the window.
She pats her vest. I don't have my key on me.
How did she lock the door then?
Oh, I guess you would have to. Maybe she used a lockpick. It's a comedic scene. It's not supposed to make sense.
The key is still in the door. She's about to take it out.
Yeah, there you go.
So
So Dahlia and Geppa come in. The rug is shredded and burned on the floor, but it's no longer alive.
I
the
start
devil
mending
happened.
it.
Dahlia, just as a prank, because this thing has been roaring at her for weeks, she spent money on an animation charm.
Years.
So the thing would come to life when she said the command word. And it was just supposed to scare you. It wasn't supposed to try to eat you.
Oh, well,
So
who'd
you
get it
did
from?
this. Yeah, who set it up? Because it was cute and all. It was a funny prank, but eventually the prank became not funny. So
Well, wait.
Dahlia,
Like,
you're
Hold
not
on.
losing.
Was it a funny prank or was it not a funny prank?
Oh,
It was
I
pretty
was
funny.
over the piano laughing.
it was a funny prank.
It was pretty
until,
funny.
It was a funny prank until Leo got eaten.
Does Leo?
Well, you got bit.
What's Leo's reaction?
Leo's upset that his rug is ruined
Oh,
because it's his rug. He's mourning the rug. He's on his hands and knees mourning the rug. Tears in his eye. He's staring up at Dahlia,
yeah.
looking at her as if to ask why.
It's like this thing's been roaring at me and freaking me out for
But
years.
You punch Genevieve, then you don't destroy Leo's rug. Do you know how much trouble he went through to get this thing?
Hey, I'm the one here fixing it. Why are we punching me?
Because you're the reason it roars.
That's not.
I
the-
dispel.
That's not what
I
we're arguing
dispel it
here.
and you reanimate it.
So is Genevieve up all
But-
night mending the rug?
Yeah,
Listen,
probably.
Dahlia, all we need to know is who set this up.
Oh, she paid
She
somebody for a spell scroll that could, with the charm on it, that she expended when she spoke the command word and put it in place. Then when she spoke it again, it was supposed to come to life and freak everybody out and be really funny.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your $600. Meanwhile, I'll reprogram this to roar at you, and it doesn't cost me a damn thing.
Oh,
And she
man.
turns to go back to work.
And Alistair makes it a point every time Genevieve reanimates, Alistair dispels magic.
So Alistair and
That's
Genevieve are locked in a prank war.
That's
too.
expensive for you, like in terms of
Like-
resources. But
It's worth it.
Okay.
this is just an innate ability. I could do 4 of them a day. I could do it infinitely.
You go into Alistair's room and make his underwear roar at him.
Yeah.
So that was fun. You guys can go ahead and take your long rest or whatever. It was that encounter doesn't lead into anything or go anywhere. I just
Like 10,000 experience, right?
You just like Dahlia has money and she's gonna make it everybody's problem.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I appreciate that, Brickert. Thank you.
All right, Geppa.
Mhm.
After this whole situation, after the exams are over, and after you've been burdened with Al-Sahar's love life drama, Ellen is also freaking out because she's gotten a letter from her family stating that her grandfather, Orson Veritas, will be visiting Strixhaven campus. The big drama at home right now is after the two of you left. Maybe this happened before when you guys were there in summer. I don't remember now, but Orson has set aside his 4th wife. He was apparently bored with her, or she was not happy. The circumstances, there's lots of gossip and talk around it. But he set aside his 4th wife, with whom which he has no children.
Mhm.
And Ellen is obviously does not like this turn of events. She doesn't like the reputation that her grandfather is is a womanizer and has had all these wives and has children by different women and probably has illegitimate children in North Warren. She says, for a certainty, he's coming here because he's on the prowl for his 5th wife.
Really? Are there good marriage prospects in a school for someone who's, what, 80?
Lots of prestigious nobility send their he's gonna find some starry-eyed 18-year-old and take her back there with him. That's what she's worried
Is that
about.
what his previous wives have been?
Some of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
And this
Well, we should do something about that.
is Orson.
Orson Veritas, yes. He's in his mid to late 60s.
Not sweet baby boy Orson. No.
Couldn't be.
I believe his first time was with a Vistani.
No, I mean I'm talking about like the grooming thing. That's no.
Yeah, he's got. So
Yeah,
he's
we
got-
should do something about that.
Ravenloft does things to a man.
socially, the drama is that already has several children by other different women. There's already going to be questions of succession when it's time for him to turn over his seat to one of his children. And Ellen just doesn't like the ick factor of it. This is the last thing we need, right? She already doesn't like
Yeah,
her
no,
family.
I liked the guy, but now I'm starting to see where you're coming from. Wasn't the previous wife old? Closer to his own age with the 4th wife?
Old by your standards, but you guys are teenagers. Probably
Okay,
middle-aged.
Yes, it didn't bother me until now. Yep.
I don't actually have the family tree solidified, but like Ellen's father, or father or mother, I'm not sure which. Her parents are dead now, but they would have been children of Orson's first wife, who would have been a member of North Warren nobility, most likely, a political marriage, probably set up by his sister Ruby.
Yep.
Orson was not supposed to inherit anything.
Yeah, that's true.
All his older siblings just fucked off. What is
He way down at the bottom of the old tree.
We may or may not remember this from that campaign, but Ruby was not able to have children. So she was always going to pass the seat to one of her siblings, but she had always assumed it would be Evelyn.
Right.
Which is why she was so tough on her.
And then Jeannie was supposed to marry that noble guy with the big nose, but then you left him in Ravenloft.
We didn't leave him in Ravenloft. We got kidnapped. And they didn't get to come with us.
I don't remember the details of that one.
They didn't get to come on the kidnapping with you. So basically, Ellen knows, like, okay, when he gets here, there's probably going to be this big to-do. Like, everybody's going to get to meet him. But then we have to do some, like, sneaking and creeping around and find out who he's... Like, who is he trying to groom, basically?
100%.
Cool.
Also, I can read people's minds a little bit if that helps.
She sighs. She says, not his.
Yeah, obviously.
No, I mean...
He's like retired adventuring type, probably has like mind shielding or something.
Yeah, exactly. One of his cousins was big on that, and anyway.
Yeah. Like, listen, if Jeannie is still alive, Orson is probably the most kitted out noble in the entire country. Because she's his baby brother, and like he's got like +3 armor.
So as a refresher,
Whatever.
Orson is Ellen's grandfather, but her parents died when she was very young. So functionally, Orson is the parental figure in her life. Orson's the person who raised her, which is why she's always so embarrassed to be around him.
Okay.
All right. Does anybody have anything they want to accomplish before the arrival of Orson Veritas? Just to
I
put
need to
a
get
pin
revenge
in
on
it.
Dahlia somehow.
What's that?
We still don't know where that journal is, right?
No, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Alistair's gonna do something stupid.
Excellent.
It's Tuesday.
Whenever Dahlia comes back for the night,
Yeah.
and after she goes to bed, Alistair's gonna make sure he's awake. And then whatever the state of the rug that Jeannie has mended it, which hopefully is not fully mended at this point, Alistair is going to take the rug. He is going to animate it, and he's going to have it just go in Dahlia's room when she's asleep, stand over her, and just roar and look down at her.
So,
excuse me.
So two things happen. For one,
pranks.
Everybody is woken
Told you it was
up
gonna be stupid.
by the high-pierced shriek from Dahlia's room. And the second thing that happens, it's immediately apparent who has done this. Because of your group, only one of you can animate things.
Yeah.
The next morning, though,
Well,
Dahlia...
the googly eyes also give it away.
Yeah. Dahlia does admit now she understands why the prank wasn't funny now that it's been done to her.
Like, Leo admonishes him. She's like, she already, like, she got punished enough because she spent 600 gold to do that. She's only
Wow,
got, like,
Alistair, that was brilliant. Well done. Genevieve's really impressed.
I point at both of them and say, "Leave my rug out of this."
I fixed it.
You know what? Alistair makes the rug hug Leo. Just a nice, gentle hug.
Not a suffocating,
Acts like a cat runs
restrained.
against him.
Okay.
Suffocating.
Yeah.
Until the spell wears off, the rug acts like a giant tiger and little kitty cat and just rubs over Leo and makes little silent purring sounds.
All
You
five
know,
of you.
the player the player would consider this an atrocity, but like our teenage characters are like, haha, we're making the corpse of this creature dance for our will. Dance, puppet.
All five of you.
Canonically,
You
like
put it that way.
now,
Yeah. Like, this is pretty bad.
Yeah, are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? Yeah.
Alistair is.
Again, it's all about perspective. In this campaign, it's
Right.
good fun. In the next campaign, we're gonna find out like this tiger rug was sourced from like a great noble beast who saved the village or something.
Oh my goodness. Is the tiger rug the linchpin for the campaign? I hope
Yeah,
not.
Flumph
I
8's
also
all
hope
gonna
it
be about
is.
this heroic tiger.
Yeah.
Shere Khan was a fun deck in Villainous. I'll play that again. All five of you receive an invitation to a welcoming feast when Orson Veritas, extremely important noble, lots of political connections, big man in Ferniscan government, and Strixhaven's going to be receiving him in a ballroom on campus. It is an invite-only affair, but because you all have a connection to his granddaughter, this might be everybody's first opportunity to see Ellen Veritas wearing a dress.
I've seen it.
Yep,
Probably everyone else though.
I would miss that.
Are we all wearing like super formal attire?
You can wear whatever you want. There's not going to be like a formal dress code, but yeah, this would be a soiree where you would want to like iron your jacket, learn how to put on a tie.
I imagine like does the school have a uniform?
I think we've been very kind of back and forth on that subject.
The way I
But
picture it
generally,
is
no.
like generally no, but I imagine like they do have like I've kind of pictured in my head they have like a formal uniform.
Well, each of the 5 colleges has colors and iconography that people probably like. You could get a school blazer, right?
Yeah.
But there's no formal uniform. It might depend. Like some classes might require use. Like there might be some academic tracks that have stricter requirements. Y'all are Prismari, right? You're all rolling up in dirty jeans.
I have a nice set of clothes that I think Alistair bought me, and I think you bought Geppa some too.
I don't know if I have nice clothes. I might have to go buy some for this. Hold on.
I assume that Elegant Samai has already been invited. Because Hugo would try to bring her as a +1.
She is not, but you can bring her as a +1.
Okay.
Like I am like I'll go with Genevieve to buy clothes, and the entire time Leo's like, okay, so when we're in the thing, you do not harass the foreign dignitaries with questions about your hero. Keep it to like 5 questions max.
Oh man, I'm gonna be thinking about what those 5 questions are all night. Hey, what do you think of this?
Alistair will take Yvette as his +1, and he'll take her dress shopping.
Okay. She would have
For a
definitely.
non-ice
She would have
star
received an
grade
invite. The province where she's from in Losteri and the province of North Warren are neighbors. There's a lot of shared culture there, so she's probably very excited to meet Orson Veritas. Geppa, are you? I mean, if you don't go as Ellen's date, it's going to ruin.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Genevieve taking?
Tempest wouldn't want to go.
No. I mean, she would if you've got relationship levels in her, but she wouldn't enjoy it.
Well, I mean, I have a 3 in there. What if I invited both Tempest and Alsahar?
Are you going to try to get that going?
I mean, like, we're trying to go for the happy ending, right? Like, get them to...
Yeah.
And I have relationship
That's
levels
good.
with both of them, so yeah, I'll invite
Good.
both of them.
Okay.
And then sort of let them, like, talk to each other, I guess?
It's very
Like,
possible
oh, we're both bored.
that
I don't know.
it may be possible that Alsahar has received an invite because his family is also very important in Werowet. So at some point you had a conversation with Tempest saying, "Hey, Alsahar is going to invite you to this important thing." How do you sell it to Tempest? What do you tell her that would pique her interest in wanting to go to this ball?
Orson is apparently a very, very, like, I don't know what the word is. He's a very high level fighter, is what I'm going to try and like sell that to him
Okay.
or her as. But he is storied, I guess is what I would say. Like he might be able to like share a few stories of like things that he's slain, adventures he's gone on, like that sort of thing.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check. You can make this at advantage if you're going to enlist Geppa's help, who is part of this scheme with you.
Yeah, I'm all in on this scheme.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so persuasion.
Leo, are you taking Allie?
That's pretty bad. Hold on. Let's see if I
Leo's
can
not going to
boost
take
this.
anybody.
No?
His excuse is just going to be that he didn't realize that we got a +1.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
Leo, if you do that,
What?
I need a
if
deception
you
check
do
from
that,
Leo.
Allie's gonna get really pissed at you when she finds out.
My persuasion with advantage 3.
3.
Can I?
3.
Is there? Can I tell people that? Okay, I'm going to tell Alistair and Genevieve that I'm going to do this.
What are you doing? Sorry.
And ask for advice, which means, can I get a bar die and a flash of genius?
Okay, I will do this for you, but she is going to find out if she's not invited herself because she's Darkwood's kid.
Right, but I'm just telling, like, my excuse is literally just that I didn't realize we got a +1.
Okay, just stop wondering why she thinks you're stupid. Take a D8.
I'm sorry, what was the intent behind your... Why are you doing deception?
He's
'Cause I
telling
don't wanna
Allie
bring
that
Allie.
he's not going to invite Allie to this feast, and he's going to tell her that it's because he didn't realize that they got a +1.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm assuming the real reason is he just does not want Allie crashing this feast.
Yeah, like, well, the thing is it's already established that Ellen doesn't like Allie.
Mm-hmm.
Elegant Sumai doesn't like Allie.
Correct.
Tempest doesn't like Allie.
Definitely not.
And I don't know about the Ice Princess,
Yvette
but I
likes
assume she
everybody.
also doesn't like.
Yvette.
Yeah.
She's friendly and cordial.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
so
her
that
house
is
name
a.
And then add 5 to it.
Okay. All right, my deception is -1, so that is a 14 plus 6, 20, 25 total.
So
With the help of, for the power of friendship, it is
The
25.
power of friendship enables you to lie.
the day before the feast, so with like 12 hours to go, Allie catches up with you. She's furious because you didn't invite her along, and you tell her, "Yeah, I didn't know we got a +1. I wasn't told." She believes you. She throws her head back and groans. "Oh, this is what I mean. You're thick. I'll get a dress." Unless you take action, she's going to invite herself. I'll give you advantage on whatever action you're going to take because you blew that deception check out of the water.
I can't think of, like, there's nothing I can. She's just gonna show up, regardless of what I do.
Unless you convince her not to somehow.
Yeah, so I don't think I can't think of a good reason to like other than the fact that, yeah.
Okay, so you just
Because like her solution is like, I can get ready in the 12 hours and I can still be your +1, I'm assuming.
yeah, no, she's seeing this as like, we're gonna fix your problem that you caused. Just come help me pick out a dress.
Oh well, at least Leo had like 3 or 4 days of like peace of mind.
Yeah, Genevieve.
And what is that worth?
And now 12 hours of Yes.
Tempest hates the idea of coming to this feast. She's like, if you think it's important, but that still leaves the question of who's Genevieve taking.
Tempest?
Well, you've got her set up with Alsahar.
Oh. Boswick. That's
Boswick?
who Genevieve's taking. Is Boswick. Yeah. Well, Genevieve doesn't have like like
Genevieve,
relationships and partners and stuff like
Let
that.
me be
She's
clear.
very
take my
independent.
friend Kitty.
This
Genevieve,
is-
take my friend Kitty. She would love it, and you
This
two
is-
can talk to each other about trains or something.
This is the kind of event when you walk in the door like a well-dressed,
they announce you.
dour-faced man. Genevieve, Titanhelm, and Boswick.
Oh,
Gosh,
Boswick wearing
that sounds great to her.
he's wearing a little bow tie.
Yeah, he has a bow tie. Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
No.
She would love that and totally not realize that like that's pretty like she's all alone.
Yeah, she got too excited in picking out Boswick's bow tie to think about the implications.
Yeah, I think she would do this anyway, although like the concern that would be in the back of her mind is, does it look like she's single because she's dating Geppa?
She looks like a crazy person.
Air
She
quotes
walked
around.
into the feast with a animated helmet with a bow tie.
Just the type of person that would stand out to get Jeannie's attention if she were
Just
say
talk
to
people in a
watch.
motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do. She doesn't really have anybody
Okay.
to bring along, so nobody she has a relationship point with. So
All right.
I actually think it's more amusing if she shows up by herself
I mean, you
Not by
can.
herself, she's got Boswick.
with Boswick. Yeah,
I'm sure Boswick is pleased.
Boswick is super happy. I have a +20 with him.
So yeah, there's this feast set up with a few dozen people, and yeah, the man at the door, one by one, announces Alistair Artifacts and the Lady Yvette Antlers, each of you in turn. Geppa, you're already there at the start of the event because Ellen would have been there as well. Orson, the first time anybody lays eyes on him, sits at the high table, back straight, salt and pepper beard, with a huge grin on his face. There's food laid out. He's surrounded by his friends and retainers that came with him as part of his traveling party. The second chair, just to his right, is where Ellen is seated. She's just brooding and pouty, and then Geppa is sitting next to her. They're all up at the high table, so you guys would be down in the word escapes me, the tables that sit beneath the High Lord.
The kitty tables?
The kitty tables. that'd be the 20th century version of it. Because there's the high table, then there are tables of honors, then there are low tables for like hangers on and stuff. But it's a relatively small event. They only probably have 3 tables set up, maybe 24 people or so. Windspear is sitting at the high table as well. When Leo is announced, Leopold, Gerard, and Ali, Windspear's expression tightens a fair amount.
Who's?
Lord Windspear, he's the person in charge of keeping Ali in line.
I want it to be like we call it like I lock eyes with him and give him a I tried shrug.
He casts Fireball on your stupid face.
You know what? Fine, I accept it.
Sure.
Leo just like
Yeah.
opens both arms and accepts
I
his
deserve
immolation. He accepts his immolation.
Yeah.
I-
Just torch us both.
Leo. So the other 4 of you, Genevieve, Hugo, Alistair, and your dates, well, and Boswick, you guys are sitting together at your one side of the table. There's a second table for other nobility from around the school. You guys are sitting with Tempest and Alsahar as well. When Leo sits down with Ali, she leans over to whisper. She's like, "You see, if you would have invited me sooner, we could have been at the high table."
Oh, hi, Allie. It's good to see you.
Hi, Genevieve.
Hi, Allie.
Leo gives pleading eyes.
How are you doing?
Hello, Aloe.
She puts
Hugo
on
suddenly
just
feels
the sickly sweet fake niceness.
Genevieve's being
Alistair,
genuinely nice, but probably can tell.
I kick Allie in the shin and tell her stop that.
Leo.
Not Genevieve. I kicked Allie and told her to
No, no,
stop that.
No, but Genevieve probably could tell.
Elegant Sumai doesn't say anything, but she seems more amused than anything. She's not used to joining a feast sitting at one of the low tables. Obviously, she's not complaining. It's just an amusing perspective from her that she's not used to. So Hugo is picking up on her disposition for sure.
Yeah.
Yvette is just eyeballing the giant casks of mead that are being tapped. This is good cold northern drink. This isn't your frou-frou berry wines and fake beers and ales that you get down in the Central Republic. No, this is good Northman stout that's going out tonight in honor
forget,
of
very-
Lord Orson.
Are
Alistair
Yvette
will
and
assure Yvette
Genevieve?
that he will carry her own when she drinks too much, so she can drink as much as she can.
Okay.
Are Yvette and Genevieve from the same place?
I don't think I know where Genevieve is from exactly.
I just said north, like off the map north. So I don't really know. I don't know what's out there.
Are you a Viking, Genevieve?
I wrote down something on her like language. I
What is-
wrote Gizdaic.
So yeah, so that would be a.
That's where she's from. That's all I know. It's the language.
I like lore questions. I can answer this. So Gizday is a neighboring country far to the north off the map. So Losteria is kind of considered the northernmost province. It reaches north beyond the mountains into this big valley where griffins live. And then beyond that is a kind of wild and untamed country of boisterous folk who are allied with the Republic called Gizday. They speak their own language. It's unlikely that Genevieve is from that country because I don't think we've established her as a foreigner. She is Ferniscan. But if she's from one of those northern provinces of either Losteria or South Warren, speaking Gizdaic, you might have Gizday blood in your ancestry. You might speak the language.
I mean, given her father's proclivity to like, we've established that he's basically Zangief,
Yeah.
right? Like that makes sense. Then okay, well, then Yvette or Genevieve would ask Yvette like, "Come on, let's go get some mead." Like, just as a like sort of like bonding sort of thing.
Can Boswick even drink?
He can pretend to drink. He gets like a little sippy cup. Like a shot glass is enough to knock him on his ass, I guess. But
So you don't
I
have
don't know what actually happens.
You don't have to get up and go get your drink. Servants will come around with each course. All you have to do is flag someone down, and they'll bring. It's like
Oh, even at the low table. Okay.
yeah. It's a very small gathering. It's about less than 20 people total. Orson doesn't give much of a speech. He actually doesn't give a speech at all. He just kind of introduces himself. And he explains how glad he is to be here. And he's not a man who likes to give long speeches, but he would like to raise his mug in toast to Alistair Artifacts, man who I look forward to meeting in earnest, who is spearheading the work of replacing the desecrated statue of my late lady sister. To Alistair.
Alistair will raise his glass to acknowledge, and give his thanks, and reassure him that it will be a marvelous work worthy of his sister's honor and the prestige of House Veritas.
And the whole time Alistair is speaking, Ellen sinks into her chair like a puddle. This is the last place on Earth she wants to be.
Alistair will furthermore make the suggestion that since he was part of such a grand adventure with the rest of his family, he would wonder if the Great Lord would like additional statues made.
We don't know about that.
Orson gives a big
not
belly
supposed
laugh.
to know
Alistair knows
about
the Orson
that.
adventures.
At this time, we have no use to commission more work, but it is important to preserve our history. He turns to Lord Windspear and says, "And I hope the day comes that the vandal is identified." And with that, he gives a nod, gives you all leave to partake of his meat and mead, and then he sits back down.
Is there music?
Of course.
Since it might actually come up here, what do our characters actually know? If I recall correctly, the information we've gotten out of the journal is that the Veritas kids met Darkwood before the war, or during, like they met him before he came to Fernisco, and that Jeannie is a horrible homunculus.
Something like that. That
Right.
sounds right.
Yeah.
That wouldn't make a lot of sense to you because, how would they have met Darkwood? Because the Veritas kids, except for Ruby, famously were not involved in the war. There's no record of any of them taking part on any of the various fronts. The reason this stands out is because Ruby was one of the chief tacticians. So
Yeah.
it would have been very easy for her to find places to put her siblings in positions of power for the war effort, and that never happened. Nobody knows where the Veritas kids were during the war.
Alistair heard rumors they went across the sea to, go try and escape and do great things and bring foreign help. And then he heard other stories that they were trying to go across the mountains to the east. And, his family gossips.
Yeah, there's the gossip in every direction. And keep in mind, when I say the Veritas kids, I mainly mean Evelyn, Eugenia, and Orson. The other members of that party were of satellite houses of House Veritas that it would not have been expected for them to take positions of power. Probably nobody knows who Ekon Veritas really is in the annals of history. Okay. I'm going to ask this question. So I'm going to give you guys the opportunity before I do anything with it. Is anybody going to make a spectacle of themselves at this feast?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know the outcome of it. But Genevieve would like to introduce herself to Orson.
You'll have that opportunity. What I want to do first is just
Yeah.
go down the list with all 5 of you and just ask, what is your goal for the feast? At the end of this event, what would you like to see accomplished personally? We'll start with Genevieve, because I've got you at the top of the list here.
Genevieve wants to talk about how much she's learned about Eugenia Veritas's theories and stuff, and express her interest in hopefully meeting her someday.
And what would Leo like to accomplish here?
Leo's original goals was just to enjoy a nice time and maybe get a nice dinner in, and but now that Allie's here, I suppose just keep her occupied, take her out to dance and all that.
What are Hugo's goals?
Hugo just wants to have a pleasant evening with Elegant Sumai.
I'm going to type just chillax. Hugo's sitting there looking at Allie like, you know what? Not my problem.
Not my monkeys, not my circus.
Yeah, exactly.
like Leo looks over you and has the most pleading "help me, brother" eyes in his eyes.
What are Alistair's goals?
Alistair is going to have a nice time with Yvette.
Yep.
And as a special help to Leo, Alistair is going to take Allie on the dance floor and dance with her and commiserate about how it's such a shame that she's not able to continue her search for justice, and how it was such a great idea, and basically rile her up a little bit about her desires to bring justice to the world.
Okay. Geppa, very notably, Orson, he's in the high chair, and there's a chair to his right that would be taken up by his consort if he had one. He doesn't. He's seated Ellen in that chair as his granddaughter. And so Ellen's fear that he's here to do some cradle robbing, he didn't bring anybody to this feast. So what are Geppa's goals at the feast?
Figure out what Orson's actually up to.
All right. So it would be very hard for, like, I want to establish this in the lore with Treble's input. It would be very hard for anybody to meet Eugenia at this point.
Well, Genevieve doesn't know that.
Right, but well, I just want to make sure that my thoughts on where Jeannie is currently, like, she helped to found the School of Strixhaven, and she's done some work in various other aspects around the Republic, but she's not a known, notable figure now that you could, like, go and have an audience with. She is...
So, like, the way I pictured her is she like I said, she helped set up because like she and Victor like went to work under Darkwood, and like, so I imagine he dumped some of the work on them to set up Strixhaven.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she set up like she set up the initial pass on the artificer schools and all that, and then eventually, when like circumstances in life, like she's just she probably lives near Orson, but not on the estate. It's like she lives
I thought
if she's not dead. Like,
well, I thought Jeannie ran off with Victor, and they were basically searching for ways to get Tenny back in this weird clone lich buddy comedy thing.
Well, like, I think that's probably why Victor, like, Jeannie would not have went down that path with Victor, like, because she already has incredible trauma about the whole, homunculus body thing.
Did she give
she
up
would
her
have she would have tried to she would have advised Victor not do that.
And Victor famously always listens to good advice.
Right, exactly. And but like Jeannie probably she's still like the big question about like how reclusive she is really depends on like whether or not like what her like physical like state is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does she actually age? Does she have to fake it? Like, we don't have to answer that question. But
So
I imagine she's probably taken an apprentice or two over the years, because she did write the thing. She did write some books, but she's probably not very well known outside of artificer circles, to be honest.
So what you would know then, especially Geppa, who has visited the estate, is that Eugenia has been kind of living off the grid for some amount of time, out of the public eye, doing kind of left to her own devices to pursue whatever works that she would. And that's the last Orson has heard. He hasn't spoken to her face to face in probably close to a decade now. And she had not responded to his last few letters. And eventually the family's like outlook on it is like she went off to live in a hermitage, and eventually that's where she ended her life. They haven't gone out to verify one way or the other. But she's been off the grid for years.
Mm-hmm.
It would certainly be very strange if one of her journals showed up at Strixhaven hidden in a drawer somewhere.
That'd be really
Right?
weird.
Yeah. Genevieve comes back after talking to Orson, and she's pretty down in the dumps about that.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I ever think to like look for her?
I want Leo.
She takes out a notebook and starts writing some notes.
Okay.
I want Leo to make me either, I'm going to say performance, but you could use strength or dexterity for this. Make that roll at advantage. And I want that opposed by Alistair's charisma performance. And Leo can roll with advantage.
I got 18.
I'm gonna use some D4s.
The Bog Witch is on my side!
That's always
Not
good to know.
necessarily. Aw, really? That's a 16.
So
I rolled a friggin' 1.
Alistair, I'm assuming
That is
like
the only way I
Alistair
would've-
dances with every girl in the place and just makes sure to have
No.
extra dances with Yvette.
No, he only dances with Yvette in that alley.
Okay. So, yeah, dancing with Allie. And you tell her that, like, you support her pursuit of justice. It was too bad it was shut down quickly. With the intention of riling her up and causing a scene. Am I right?
Not necessarily causing a scene, just, you know.
I
letting
did
her know
ask,
that-
is anybody going to try to cause a spectacle? And only Alistair said yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it results in a scene, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine.
Fortunately and or unfortunately, depending on which side of it you're standing, you're not able to get her riled up. She kind of grins at you and says, I don't know why you're trying to break me and Leo up, but he took me somewhere nice.
Where'd he take you?
To this feast, where she gets to wear a pretty dress and do these fancy dances and have this good food and drink.
Hugo's
But has he
hearing her pop
introduced
off
you to
and
Orson?
Hugo, what?
Hugo's hearing her pop up and just like, lady, a month ago, you took a scourge to my back. I don't want to hear it.
So, Alistair, you're probably not going to get her riled up, which means there's not going to be a portal opening with monsters popping out tonight. Despite her brattiness and like, it does look like she's genuinely having an okay time with Leo.
But has Leo introduced her to Orson? That's what he asked her.
Why would she want to talk to Orson? He's like some old guy. Like, who cares? He's
'Cause
like
he's
an
the-
old guy who lives in the woods and probably smells like dog.
Because he's a noble that knows your father.
And Allie shakes her head. Says, you don't know who my father is. Nobody does.
It's Darkwood, right? Aren't you related to Darkwood?
She laughs in your face. Says, that is by far the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and I'm dating Leopold. So,
You hear a hey.
and then she immediately just abandons Alistair mid-dance and pulls Leopold off the snack table. So
I
no,
consider my actions a success.
Hugo, unless I hear anything else from you, you have no difficulty whatsoever. You just chillax, and Elegant Sumai seems very, very pleased just to kind of remain in the sidelines and bear witness to the event rather than... I mean, she'll go out and dance as she partakes of all the food, but she also does not need a spectacle.
I have a question about that.
What is
Are
Genevieve's
her
question?
guards present?
Yes, but not in a very overt way.
Okay.
You recognize...
Because I'm noticing that, like,
You recognize the
We're
men
getting into
who
a situation
are their
where-
retainers are standing at the door of the room, but they're not dressed in their full regalia. They're dressed like Ferniscan valets.
I'm just seeing the scene in my head, and I'm reminded of this like ad that comes up on the radio that I listen to, and it's a person saying, "Is this your first date?" And then the very obvious teenagers go, "This is our first date alone." Ooh, and like that's the vibe I'm getting here.
No, her
So
people
we're
are in the
slowly
room.
getting to that point.
You wouldn't know they're her retainers unless you knew who the men were, which I assume all of you at this point recognize.
Yeah.
You can't tell immediately that they're wearing weapons, but that doesn't mean they're not. I'll put it that way.
Mhm.
True. Feel that.
Geppa.
Yeah.
Ellen keeps like fidgeting and whispering in your ear. She can't figure out which of these women her grandfather is going to try to take back to his room.
Maybe it's something else. What if we like talk to his retainers or his entourage or something?
Why would he travel all the way here? He doesn't care about me that much.
I don't know. But I think like there's other reasons to come to the school, right?
Oh God, you don't think he knows about the statue, do you?
I will mind link her that we do not talk about the statue.
She just covers her mouth like, oh shit, I forgot.
What people came with him?
A just retinue of his household.
Mhm.
There's none of the other Veritas family members, none of his other children or grandchildren. House servants, probably his man at arms, his personal valet. What they've done is they've kind of upstairs from the ballroom would be a noble suite where he and his people just kind of inhabit the building as their own while they're in town. So this is all his soiree. This is his food and his drink and his gold at work here.
Let's you and I mingle and try and figure out if anyone wants to let slip after a little bit too much to drink, what they're doing here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a charisma investigation check. You can accept whatever help anybody is willing to offer you.
Anybody got anything for that? I do not believe I am good at either of these.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in
can
fact quite
cast
bad at both of
spells.
these.
I can cast spells on you, and that's kind of all I can do.
Ellen is too socially frazzled right now to be of much assistance.
Can
She's
you
spending all her energy just existing in this room without having a breakdown.
can you potentially flash or genius this?
I could do that. I could also give you enhance ability.
Oh, you actually want? Oh yeah, sure. I'll come over. We'll have a quiet talk first before I
Yeah.
start doing this.
Yeah, so I'll check that out. Okay,
Okay.
so take advantage on charisma checks.
Yep. And then this is charisma investigation, which I am not trained in, so it's raw charisma, which says -1.
That's not
I will
good.
spend a sorcery point to re-roll this die.
Okay.
Anyone bar
That
die
makes
anywhere?
it a 10.
I'll
Yeah.
give you 5 more.
So that's a 15.
Anyone give me bar?
A 15
Yeah,
will
I got
pass. You
4
can
of
throw
those,
the
so
bar
that's
die
fine.
on it, but the 15 already passes, so it's not
Okay.
necessary in this case.
Okay.
You're kind of familiar with some of these guys. You probably went out on a hunt into the woods, hunting, I don't know, sables or something. These are guys you probably camped and drank with on your visit. One of them doesn't give you a very detailed answer, and the answer he does give you, he clams up about as soon as he realizes he said too much. What you learn is the monster is back, and Orson is come to Strixhaven in search of assistance in dealing with it.
Back in North Warren or South Warren or back in Strixhaven?
They've already said too much.
Okay.
So what do you tell Ellen when you learn that piece of information?
I'll just tell her the truth.
She
I'll mind like it so that no one overhears us, but
she grabs hold of Geppa by the collar,
Mhm.
and she grabs hold of Genevieve by the wrist. Genevieve's involved with this because she threw Flash of Genius down.
Yeah.
Drags them
Nice
both
spell, yeah.
behind a curtain and says, "We have to change his mind."
Wait,
There's-
what? What does this mean?
About
That's
monsters?
bad?
Oh my god. There's this monster that lives all the way out by the border to North Warren, way beyond where the last villages are, that apparently my idiot grandfather has been trying to hunt his whole goddamn life, and he's too old now. Like last time he came back with such injuries that we thought he was going to die. If he goes out at his age and his condition looking for some stupid monster that might not even be real, he's not going to come home again.
What if we
We
go
could
out
go
and
with
do
him.
it?
Yeah, that's what he's
We can
probably
make
going
sure
to
he
ask
comes
you,
back.
Geppa, because he likes you, because you have to be friendly to him and like you're capable and stuff.
I mean, he seems like a nice guy, aside from the whole child wife thing.
Well, whether he's
Yeah, how hard could it be?
a nice guy or not, I don't want him to die in the woods because he like falls over a rock or down a cliff or something.
Well, and who better than us would be able to go out there and keep that from happening?
Yeah, we've killed a dragon.
Oh,
We're seasoned veterans now.
people to ask for help.
No, we're the perfect people. We'll solve this.
Wait,
won't
who are
we,
the right
Geppa?
people to ask for help?
How do you guys broach this subject with the other people in your group after Ellen very understandably storms back off to refill her mug?
Jenny's excited again. Like, she was really depressed. Like, how the hell would she find Jeannie living in a hermitage? Well, it's a lot easier if she's in the general area. This is a pipe dream still, and it's never going to happen, but, like, now she is a... So you're saying there's a chance, sort of, like, look in her eyes.
So when you bring Hugo, Leo, and Alistair up to speed, how do you broach the topic with them?
I think we just tell Alistair, like, right out, like, we think we know what Orson's up to.
Oh God, what is it?
For
He's
Leo,
looking
it's
for
like,
an adventuring party.
for Leo, it's like, hey,
Oh.
Leo, you want to go punch a monster? Yeah, sure, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think Leo needs much convincing.
Okay.
Ellen,
No,
why
I
is
mean,
it a bad idea for us to go?
What was the question?
Ellen's just upset.
Why is it a bad idea for us to go? It just seems like a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I said. I
At
think
this
she's just
point-
worried about her grandfather.
At this point, Hugo is basically like, "Well, then I'm damn near not going to talk you out of it. So I guess I'm coming too, just to make sure you two don't die.
You have to. You're the leader.
I suppose I am."
See, that's right. You sing about it when you are happy, right?
Right? Yes.
Yeah, but-
Yes, of course.
Can't you just like do a whole person on Orson so he stays back and doesn't get hurt? Or like we can put him to sleep or something?
I think he might
That
be
only
able to
lasts
like
10 minutes.
get. I think he might be able to get around that. He seems like he's very capable.
So,
Hey,
yeah,
that's how they-
Guys, we just
He can
heal him.
fire a
He's
bow,
like
at least. I have-
he's like exuding magic, isn't he? Like anybody could tell.
You
like,
don't
he's
detect
got
any
magic all over
any
him.
magic on him. No, he's not like wearing any magic items that you know about. But Geppa's seen him fight in the yard.
Yeah.
Like a level
and
20
he
warrior.
fights like a man
he's like
30 years his junior. He is wicked strong, and he is.
I
It's
don't
like-
know that I've ever seen anyone use a spear like that.
Okay, Ellen, listen. If he dies, I'll bring him back to life. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
You can do that?
Yeah, remember we got the scroll?
Oh, right.
So it turns out to be a non-issue because at no point during the feast does Orson ever again stand up to address the room. He just enjoys his time. He doesn't mention any monster or doesn't mention hiring on any adventuring parties.
I can't imagine that this would happen at the dinner. Genevieve says, like that would be a
Does he-
spectacle.
Does he just look like an older man just trying to like connect with his teenaged like
I picture Orson
granddaughter
as being like he's got to be in his like late 60s or early 70s by this point. But picture like a 70-year-old guy who's still strong enough to hang with the 30-year-olds. That's Orson.
Yeah. He just Yeah.
Good fucking
Like
clean
Lady
living.
Bird.
That's his secret.
Yeah.
I guess since everybody's so curious, Alistair will just walk up to Orson, I guess, towards the end of the night and just flat out ask what brings him here on this occasion. Like, surely it wasn't just to say thank you for restoring a statue.
He wanted to oversee, like, see what kind of work is coming along in the statues. It's his granddaughter's going to school here. She's third year, and he hasn't visited her once at the campus. Like, essentially,
So,
he
like,
gives you a
the
long
list
list of reasons why it's been overdue for a visit. But he does not mention the monster once.
Are you looking to go party? Like, you want me to go introduce you to some people?
He motions out to the feast and says, "That's what we're doing."
I mean, college parties. Come on, man.
I'm too old for that kind of nonsense. I need a comfortable chair and a mug that fills itself every few moments. And red bleeding beef is the secret to every good party. And he gives you a hearty slap on the back.
All right. Well, if you change your mind, you know how to reach me.
Are you still going to skulk around and try to follow him after the party?
I feel like Geppa should.
Well, yeah, it's Geppa had established that earlier.
Yeah,
But Geppa can be invisible if he wants to.
No, I can be invisible to people with dark vision and dark. I don't have invisibility itself.
Is there
No,
anything
but I
else
do, and I
before
cast
we
it.
move on
Oh,
to the Geppa skulking scene? Is there anything else people want to accomplish at this party? A good time was had by all, except Ellen.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Ellen.
Ellen had a good time. She just doesn't want to admit it.
After the party, everybody can get laid except Genevieve.
Hooray.
She has Boswick.
Boswick gets more action than Genevieve.
I don't know
probably.
that Boswick is equipped for that. I guess we don't know that he's
mean-
not. You know what? I don't want to have that conversation.
Yeah, let's
can we
not have that conversation.
Yeah,
I
can
was-
we skip that conversation, please?
I was trying to think of it in terms of like mechanical, like
No. We're not
Nope,
thinking
nope.
of it.
Jack.
Nope, Raz, nope.
Oh, I wanted to think about it a little bit.
See, yeah, Leo, Allie complains the whole time and makes fun of you the whole time, but you can tell that she's enjoying herself. And she doesn't cause a big scene. Yeah. There's not a big blow up. No monsters appear. Yvette probably has enough to drink that she needs to lean on Alistair's shoulder all the way back to the dorm while she's swaying and singing out of tune the whole time.
He'll just carry her home. I can do that with like a 14 strength, right?
Elegant Sumai only makes a very token appearance, presenting herself to Orson at one point, which, if anything, makes Orson seem uncomfortable. Like, he's not really a man of noble trappings at the best of times. So after the feast, Geppa, let's get a sneaky check, please.
Yep. So that starts at that starts at 27, and I can bump it if I need to.
Okay. After the feast, Orson gives his good nights. He's about to step out for the evening. Everybody's allowed to stay and partake and party for as long as they want, but he says he's retiring to bed. You sneak out as he actually leaves the building.
Mm-hmm.
And you follow him to the tram leading to the Witherbloom campus.
Okay.
You could probably get on the tram unseen with a roll like that.
I was just going to climb onto the roof.
You could do that too.
And Alistair cast invisibility on him.
I bet that's a bit like jumping up on an LA streetcar.
Yeah. Wolverine claws.
Geppa, it doesn't take you long before you realize that perhaps Ellen's fears might have not been unsung, because it appears that Orson is heading to the hut of your old teacher, Tenebrae Blackleaf, who taught you about mushrooms in year 1. That's who he appears to be going to meet.
Okay.
The good news is that she's not like an 18-year-old kid that he's trying to pick up. The bad news is she's a weird, unwashed mushroom lady.
Right.
Well, beggars can't be choosers, eh, Orson?
So he's going to buy drugs. That's why he came to the college campus. That makes sense.
Maybe that's why he's here. Yeah.
That's not a fault.
What is Geppa's intent? Like, how close do you want to get to this meeting, or is it just enough that you know where he's going?
Does it look like there's a place that I could sneak close enough that I could hear a conversation inside the hut?
Probably not inside the hut, but you know the area pretty well. You took a class here once, so you know there would be places where you could get close enough outside of the hut. You might be able to overhear if you're very quiet and still.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and keep sneaking closer and see if I can hear any of what they're saying.
Give me a perception check.
So that's a 21, and I have some D4s if I need them.
21's good. Orson gets there. They have a quick conversation. It's immediately apparent that they're angry at each other. They have a quick conversation about why Tenebrae declined the invitation to be at the feast. When Professor Blackleaf answers, she answers in a language you've never heard before. It's a harsh and guttural language that does not map to anything in the Ferniscan language family. It has no roots in Old Etherine. And when Orson replies, it's clear that he too is fluent in this same language. They have a terse argument. Doesn't last more than 2 or 3 minutes. At which point, Orson simply says, switching back to Ferniscan now, in this kind of defeated tone of voice, and says, I had hoped you would help. Professor Blackleaf responds, I hope he fucking kills you. And then he leaves.
Okay, I will hang low for a minute out of sight and then head my way back to... Oh, you know what? I have a new trick. I got sending this level.
Oh,
So go ahead and cast
Yay.
a sending to Ellen. Let her know to reconvene at our dorm
okay.
with the rest
Ellen
of us.
thinks it's really creepy that you can just send messages to her brain from any distance now.
And any plane.
I like to think that a lot of these adventuring tricks, when you use them on normal people, they're like, don't do that.
Oh God, no! A lot of it's irritating. I
Yeah.
imagine.
So what do you tell
I don't
Ellen?
think of Ellen as normal people, though.
Well, that's true. She is a stat block. What do you tell her?
I'll just tell everyone everything at that point.
Okay. Ellen's like,
Oh.
So I can't
Professor
can't really
Blackleaf?
work through magical... I don't have any good magic to work with languages, sorry. If I tried to go
Ooh,
into their minds, they'd know I was in there.
Are they it's like are they related? Are they like is he related to Professor? Are you related to Professor Blackleaf?
And she makes a
Like
a horrible, like, gross out face, like, oh, fuck no. I didn't even like
How
being in
would
her
they have-
class.
How would they have known each other? Were they adventuring companions at some point?
Orson,
What do we even know about Blackleaf?
Orson didn't really have an adventuring career after. I mean, he rose to prominence in politics and was. I mean, he's a capable outdoorsman, but he's never. His father was a famous ruins chaser in the Republic, but Orson doesn't have that kind of qualifications in public knowledge.
Genevieve doesn't believe that because the evidence that Gepa has presented would belie that. Like, if he's this competent a fighter, he learned that somewhere.
Not necessarily, because he could have. I mean, a noble man of his stature would have been trained in arms and armor coming up, especially if he was
We were
going to be
there.
Lord.
And
But
then be so proficient? Like,
Yeah, you could be a very proficient veteran soldier or man in arms and never go on an adventure.
Right. I mean, also, like, he didn't, like, as far as we know, he never intended to be the Lord, so it's not like he didn't have a reason to just, like, become the best fucking badass in the house, right?
oh, like nobody ever was. right?
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
good point. Like, he could have spent his youth training to be a soldier or a knight or gearing up for a lifetime of adventure, and then had just had the responsibility dropped on him when both of his sisters fucked off.
yeah, fucking Veritas women, the worst.
The worst.
Don't say that in front of Ellen. She's dealing with enough right now.
We have 4 examples. All 4 of them are awful people. 5 examples. Tenny's awful too.
So-
yeah,
Let me ask you this, because it sounds like you guys are going to offer your services to Lord Veritas to find this monster that Professor Blackleaf is not willing to offer any assistance. In fact, Gepa, do you tell the group what Blackleaf said to him?
Yeah, no, I tell them everything I learned.
So Blackleaf
Maybe we need
told
to talk to Blackleaf.
Orson, I hope he fucking kills you. Talking about this supposed monster.
Yeah, Alistair's gonna want to go try and talk to Blackleaf at some point.
Okay. Would anybody else like to have a scene based on this new information? Because it sounds like we're going to gear up and head out on this next adventure. Probably starting next session. We'll be ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, Genevieve has questions about it, so like her immediate research topic would be, what is Tenebrae's relationship with Orson?
As far as you know, she doesn't have one. Ellen, as far as
There
Ellen knows, there
clearly
isn't
is
one.
one.
So the question is, who are you asking? Alistair's going to go
Well-
ask for the professor, just point blank, it sounds like.
That's what Genevieve would impress upon Alistair. Like, figure out what the connection is, because there's no way they don't have a pre-existing relationship.
Professor Blackleaf is hard to approach at the best of times. Like, even when she was your instructor in year 1, she wasn't exactly approachable. And this is clearly a subject, like getting into her personal business is something that she has no appreciation for. She basically leaves it as this. She says that she did a lot of study and good works with her upbringing in the wilderness of South Warren. She knows the land very well. And for some reason, the Veritas clan has it in their heads that she is their ally. Even though she has not lived in the area for decades, even though she's now putting together this new life teaching in Strixhaven, she wants nothing to do with any of this business, and she denies any knowledge of this monster.
What is Professor Blackleaf's first name?
Tenebrae.
Tenebrae.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a reference to Final Fantasy 15. That's where Lunafreya is from.
Yeah. Okay, Brick Road.
It is. Look it up.
No, I get that. I don't have to look it up. I know what you're saying. However, comma.
So the next question
Comma
I have
but.
for you is, who would you like to take on this adventure with you? Whose NPC stat block would you like to have alongside you when you head up there?
Have we
Either
taken?
Yvette or Sumai, but we don't know.
We
what
also
the
haven't.
difference between them is.
We also haven't taken Ellen yet. Oh, well, I guess technically we did take Ellen once, but she caused
Yeah,
problems.
it didn't really work out.
Ellen is going on the journey, but she won't go on the adventure.
Okay.
So I could put together a stat block for Elegant Sumai or Yvette. I've got stat blocks for Rubina, Tempest, Dahlia, Kinney, and we've also got Timid. I don't have a stat block for.
We know Rubina's got a good stat block, but I don't know what Sumai.
Well, they all have really good stat blocks, to be honest. Every
Yeah.
single person I've seen, I've been like, ooh, why is this the best person? It's just a new flavor. Like, Dahlia is like, who can top Dahlia? And literally everybody is good. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that
I think
I
new
will, of
is
course,
fun.
get the trick will be convincing Elegant Sumai's retainers to let her go on this thing.
Yeah, field trip.
If you want Elegant Sumai as your NPC, I'll make sure it happens. Don't worry about how you have to do it. I want to make sure you guys
I
can
think
play
that
with
could
the
be-
stat blocks you want to play with.
I think that could be fun.
Okay.
to
If
see
you
her
want
go
to.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
curious what her class is. I feel like she's a wizard or something, but I don't know.
I was gonna say like cleric, maybe.
Then I will draft a stat block for Elegant Sumai. And we're going to call the session just a little bit early this week, so I can take a few minutes. We'll do experience and blips and stuff. And then I will be introducing all of you to the next Flumph campaign. Oh, my dog is also popping off. I'm going to go dark for 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Who was most creative today?
Got nothing.
Give me like 2 minutes because I need to like write out my own. I didn't write anything down yet.
I'm writing things down right now myself, so I feel that. Where's is my Hugo character sheet? There's my character Hugo sheet.
I'm gonna put forth Alistair for creative for poetry slamming.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, 100%. Like I had to get up and use the restroom. When I came back, there's a rap battle going on. I'm like, I was very confused. Like, how did we get here?
All right, who wants some experience? It'll be real easy this week.
I'll go. I'll get experience. I would like experience plus.
Everybody's taking 220 experience for the animated tiger rug. It was only a CR 4. It came in the Tome of Beasts too. I'm like, oh, it's Kismet. I have to do that.
Literally animated tiger rug.
It's an animated bear rug in the book, so I took some
Oh.
liberties.
Ah.
I'll tell you what, before we do blips and everything, why don't we do a round of downtime actions? We do have a little bit of time. We can do some filler. You guys have spent a couple of weeks at school getting your bearings back. I think a round of downtime actions might be appropriate.
So Hugo gets paid.
Yeah, so Hugo can get paid. Does Hugo want to continue conducting research?
That was probably probably now would be a good time to do so if we're trying to get a. But I can't hit the 26, so it's probably not the best thing for me right now. Can't really think of a level 1 spell that I would want to have a one shot of.
Well, who has a downtime action you'd like to take? We'll do that.
Remind me how learning a spell works. DC 30 check, and do you have to pick a spell before you start learning it?
Oh yeah.
You'll pick a spell outside your class's spell list. It is a DC 30 check. You can lower the DC if you fail it a little bit. When you succeed, you gain the spell in question. It counts as 1 level higher for you. You're a bard, so you'll use your regular spellcasting feature. It's just 1 higher than it says in the book. So if you were to use this to learn Magic Missile, it would be a level 2 spell.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I'd have to take a cantrip. And I'd only have 1 shot of that per long rest.
No, if you lack the spellcasting feature, which Hugo does, you're a fighter, right?
Yeah.
You could only learn spells of a level you would have slots in if you were a 1/3 caster. 1/3 caster like a paladin.
You can look at the Eldritch Knight. No, those are half casters.
Oh.
You want Eldritch Knight.
Okay, Eldritch. So if you look at like the Eldritch Knight progression, those are whatever level 8 says. Those would be the kind of spells that Hugo could learn if he wanted to learn a spell.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna accomplish that in 1 downtime sitting, but
Nope, but we'll have Alistair could take a crack at it. It's a DC 30 check using your spellcasting ability score.
Okay. Just checking spell levels. I don't have 5th level spells yet, but I could learn Lightning Bolt.
Oh, I
That sounds
learned
fun.
that.
Lightning
I
Bolt
get
sounds
that for
fun,
free.
right?
I get that for free at level 9.
Yeah, let's try and learn a Lightning Bolt.
So it's a DC 30 check, and if you don't pass the check, it'll reduce the DC for your next roll.
I rolled a 20. What am I adding to this?
It's a ability check using your whatever your spellcasting ability score is.
25.
So 25 fails, but half of 25 is 12. 30 minus 12 is 18. So next time you make this check, your DC will be 18. So just make a note that your next DC on learning a spell is 18, and we'll move on to somebody else's downtime.
I'll make that attempt too.
Okay.
Although I haven't really decided what that's gonna be, but
You can just make the check now, and when you pass, pick the spell. I'm happy with that.
yeah.
What is your spellcasting ability?
I believe it's Constitution because Quintessence. No, that doesn't sound right.
I believe you are right. Actually, I'm going to double check for you.
Oh,
I thought like biological was. Quintessence was intellect.
Oh, it's intelligence. Constitution is blood magic.
Yeah.
Roll high, please. Oh, I knocked the DC down by 8. That's a 16.
Okay. So when you make that check next time, your DC is going to be 22 to learn a spell. Who else would like to take a crack at some downtime?
I got one.
I would.
Oh, let's do Genevieve first, then we'll do Geppa, and then Leo doesn't get one.
Okay. Fine.
So I'm gonna have a relationship encounter with Alsahar,
Okay.
and it's going to be centered around getting Alsahar and Tempest to be an item.
Okay.
And it feels like it's not working, and it's causing strain between Alsahar and Genevieve, and it's frustrating. And that's my justification for making it -2.
Good.
When do I get a Bane? Is it at 2 or 3?
Right now.
Okay, I have my Bane.
What's Alsahar's Bane?
Okay. So the Bane I've called actually. And it is once per session, when failing a knowledge check, you have disadvantage on the next knowledge check you make. So if I make a knowledge check and I fail, the next check I have to make has disadvantage because generally be like, Alsahar would know this. God damn it.
Yeah, he had a
And then
terrible
hopefully-
time at the feast. He's like, Tempest just stood leaning against the wall the whole time. She didn't even bother wearing a dress. Like, there was not even any
She looked,
dancing.
she looked
Yeah.
very cool, dark, and mysterious, though.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
about it. Okay.
She was ore farming like crazy. So, question, Brookroad.
Yeah.
So since I'm an 8th level fighter, according to the table on the Elder Giant, which is a 1/3 caster, I could learn a 2nd level spell. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
So,
So
by
Hugo
using
is
the
just
spellcasting feature, though, you'd be limited to level 1 spells because it will count as a 2nd level spell
Oh.
for you.
Right. Okay. Shoot. So I can't take enlarge reduce. No. Okay. No. I'll keep window shopping.
You could learn it and then just not have the slot to cast it yet.
You wouldn't get it till 13, which is outside the scope of the.
We might get to 13. I don't know.
Word.
We might get to 13.
We may yet, Mr. Frodo. Geppa, what did you have in mind for downtime?
I'm just going to keep working on researching spiritual weapon.
Okay, go ahead and. What's your-
Alhazar has generally given me advantage on these. I owe him a favor right now, though.
Oh, you're done with the favor. You got him a date with.
Okay.
With Tempest.
Okay.
Yeah, his boon
So
is
it's gonna-
advantage on research downtime.
So I'll go ahead and roll these. This is a con check. Do I have anything other than my ability?
Nope, just
Casting
your ability
ability?
score.
So that's a 16.
And your DC was what?
DC is currently 23.
So you can reduce that by 8. So that brings you down to 15 on your next roll. And that leaves Leo. What would Leo like to do in downtime?
I have a. I don't know if this is possible. And hell, for all I know, maybe I've just picked like the other like villain of the story. What is his name? Shoot, it was in my head. The de facto head of Darkwood.
Lord Windspear.
Yes, Lord Windspear. I'd like to have a relationship thing with him if possible.
Okay. What does that
Basically
look
just-
like?
Well, like Leo is still. It's like we were starting to like. Leo's trying to feel him out on like how much he knows about again the alley situation. It's like
Mhm.
he's trying to feel him out and like what is the what is the purpose of this? Like what is the conspiracy here? Why is that the case?
Okay. Windspear doesn't have a lot of information about that, but for his part of the relationship, he's very impressed with Leo's level of maturity and concern for Allie.
Yeah, he is the alley whisperer.
And he definitely thinks that Leo is a positive restraining effect on Allie at school.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the basis for your relationship, is he's impressed because at first glance, Leo is just kind of this restless,
Roundhouse.
never sits still.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll put you a little
What is-
one with Windspear.
What is his official title?
You would refer to him as Lord Windspear. He is.
No, I mean like like in his job title.
Oh, he is the head of the school's disciplinary council, and he's commonly and mistakenly referred to as the dean of Darkwood College. He's not the dean, but he kind of fills that role unofficially.
Right. Right, I'll just put him down as head. Like, there's a spot here for like what they do, and so I just put him down as head of discipline.
All right, so everybody's got their experience, and everybody took a downtime action.
Can I get a boon for Yvette?
Sure. What'd you have in mind?
Can I have her give me advantage on research checks? Because she has access to connections and people that would study in libraries and shit, being a noble.
That doesn't sound very antlersy to me. She probably doesn't spend any time in the library.
That's basically what Alcihar would do.
Yeah, I want Alzar's boon, but that's fine.
You got to be Alzar's friend then, or his frenemy. Yvette would be more like advantage on, advantage on partying checks would be appropriate. I'm looking at some of the other boons to see what else is on the table here.
Like, I've got, or even though I haven't used it, but like Dahlia's is whenever Dahlia shows up, whenever like you fail a check, and then it just her natural chaos causes you to get to reroll using a different stat and skill.
She's a human tornado. That's Dahlia. Yeah, Yvette's not a scholarly or academic. She's kind of a fish out of water at school.
Sad.
Yeah, you got
party checks. Advantage on party checks is fine. Okay. I'll probably never use it.
She's the rich girl who's here to party rather than learn anything.
You don't know. The final boss might make a popularity check or die.
Ooh, it's possible.
Play versus popularity or die.
Who wants to
learn some
blips?
That's what high school feels like.
I got blips.
Alistair, go ahead.
Chaotic good, goodies and reward. That'd be for talking up Orson and his family's contributions and offering to make statues for other Veritas people.
Okay.
Make him feel welcome, basically. Ideal, the glass is always half full. That would be agreeing to be Lynn's TA, because how could that possibly go bad?
What do you have against Lynn? I'm sure he's a great guy.
Nothing. It seems like it'll be fun, but it's Alistair. And then flaw, I just wanted to help. That would be taking Allie on the dance floor to get Leo some alone time away from her.
Is that how?
That's not what you were doing. That's not what you were doing.
That was the intent.
Is that how Alistair told himself he was helping?
Yeah, well, Leo's sitting there making help me eyes with everybody.
That's true.
Lying to her to try and get her not to go.
Didn't Alistair flush her down a toilet and then steal her clothes?
Yes. Hey, no one needs to know about that.
Leo, do you want some
Leo's the only one that doesn't know. Yeah. Lawful good, everyone has a place and purpose. Like, Leo's intent to trying to keep Allie out of the party is because, like, when she gets flustered and angry, like, portals open up and demons come out.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So, like, he was like, okay, I'll try to keep her out of this party because there's like 5 individuals there that don't like her and could cause a scene. I wasn't even taking into account Alistair, although I should have been.
Talk about a human tornado.
Right. My deal, I might fail, but I'll never give up for, again, like, okay, I couldn't keep her out of this party, so just make the best of it and try to keep her engaged and make sure she at least has a passably good time.
Okay.
Because Leo actually does like Allie when she's not being a total brat.
Which is when?
I mean,
apparently
she has
when
moments
she's vlogging Hugo.
Like, Hugo, you asked her to do that. Do not act like you're blameless.
This is sort of your problem.
Listen, Listen, Hugo was trying to see if she was going to pull that trigger, and apparently she did. So Hugo's learned his lesson. Don't worry about that. It's not going to stop him from holding a grudge.
Anything else?
No, I'm gonna go with that.
All right. Genevieve, would you like some blips?
Sure. Alignment chaotic good. Everything has an explanation. I bet I can figure it out. For insisting there must be a connection between Darkleaf and Orson.
Mm-hmm.
Ideal. What would Eugenia Veritas do? She inquired about Eugenia's whereabouts.
I mean,
And then,
go off and live like a hermit and die alone is what it sounds like.
yeah, which Genevieve was like, so you're saying there's a chance I'll find her?
Like I don't picture her as dead, but I also like picture that like if she is alive, Orson knows she's alive, and Jeannie's just asked him to not tell anybody.
Like,
just
please
keep
no.
it,
Possible.
just keep it a secret.
And then flaw. This wasn't what was supposed to be on the exam. Genevieve doesn't know how to hook up Alsahar and Tempest, but she's gonna try. Damn it.
It does. Alsahar is so bad at relationships that he asked the two worst people in this group for relationship advice. If he had asked anybody else, he might have got useful information.
I don't know. Geppa's been dating someone longer than anyone here.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
relationship is special.
Okay,
There are definitely issues.
the only
There-
person here, there's
one
one
violence
person.
sting for the kind of relationship Geppa and Ellen have.
There is one person in the party who is in a healthy relationship, and even then, I don't know. That might be stretching it.
I feel like Leo
Because-
understands the terms of his relationship with Allie.
Yeah.
The violence sting goes for you too.
Geppa, you want some blips?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got alignment, chaotic neutral. Why shouldn't I do what I want when I can? For agreeing to work with Ellen to sidelight women from Orson. And I've got my ideal. When I set my sights on something, nothing can stop me for trying to get Alsahar and Tempest together.
Okay.
For real though.
And Hugo, do you want some blips?
Sure. I have my alignment. Neutral good. Just be excellent to your fellow man for keeping a nice date with Elegant Sumai.
It was such a nice day.
Yeah. I have my ideal. The peace card one must be preserved for trying to keep Henrik from making Yellowface adventures.
Please don't create an international incident, Hendrik.
Yes. And my flaw, I am the biggest marker for Nisco for Hugo, not good researcher.
Who had the most creative solution to a problem this session?
We
hadn't
only
even thought
started
about that yet.
discussing that.
Yeah, we can
That's
discuss it now.
Alistair.
I heard
making
Alistair
that
for
now.
participating in Lynn's poetry slam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Poetry's rad.
Yeah.
I like it. Good job, Chris.
Poetry is miserable and pointless, but Alistair did well. Who did the most to further the party's goals this week?
I actually wrote something for that. I wrote Geppa snuck after Orson.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with Geppa.
Yeah.
Geppa's involvement in the meta plot.
Who was the badass?
I left it blank. Don't know.
I want to give that
think
one to.
I want to say Leo, because Leo lied to Allie's face, knowing full well she would find out anyway.
I had hoped.
I don't know if that's very badass.
It's scary.
I'm happy to give it to you.
Allie's very scary.
Oh, you know what? In that regard, like, yeah, he has very little concern for his own well-being.
Yeah,
Leopold?
Leo did this knowing she might open a portal of demons on him.
And who was intangible?
I want to give that. Listen, I wanted to give that one to badass for. So we can give this intangibles to. My brain keeps saying Edmont. Oh no. Hugo.
Hugo.
Because I'm looking at the chat, I'm like Edmont. No, it's like no. Hugo. I want to give it to Hugo. Hugo is like just chilling at the party. He's like, I ain't in none of this
Not my
shenanigans. We
monkeys,
just-
not my circus.
Yes.
Hugo just not doing
He's like,
anything.
you mofos are like the hoist by your own petard. I'm gonna have some
I'm gonna
Little-
have some
Little
wine.
cute good time
Little
with my
cute-
girlfriend.
little cucumber sandwiches.
And we're level 9 now, so blips are worth 533.
No, we're 8.
You're 8. I'm sorry. You're level.
Yeah, we are at level 8.
Blips are worth
We'll
466.
advance to 9. That's fine. 466. Okay.
466. So Geppa, Genevieve, and Leopold each are taking 3 blips. Hugo and Alistair are taking 4. Everybody's got 6, so those are all rolling over. It should make.
I used to,
Oh, you did.
so I have roll over 1.
So you're rolling over 1. Okay. And we can start the adventure next week. Everybody will be at 6 blips. I would like to thank McDowell and Destel and Raz for not wearing me down over this, but Treble and Chris have been practically begging for the Flumph 8 material now for...
I literally haven't
Listen.
spoken. You know what? Fine, whatever.
You posted a
Trouble,
GIF
it's fine.
of like...
Listen, Trouble, he got our fruit basket. It's fine.
He posted
I
again.
have trouble talk.
Your arms were extremely twisted.
I wanted to say something about that. So, like, last time when we were playing Flumph 6,
Yeah.
and I was so, like, married to my character in the campaign, and you brought up this campaign, I was like, I'm not ready. No, don't. No, I don't want to know anything.
No.
And then this time I'm like, I'm having so much fun with Genevieve, like, in this campaign that I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I have plenty more to enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, go
Well,
ahead.
it'll
Show
be
us
several
whatever.
months
So
away.
it doesn't matter to me.
We're-
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
We're about halfway through year 3, and we're going to end year 3, and then we're going to do the finale adventure for Strixhaven. So we're probably a couple months away still. But it's also
Yeah.
the most material I've ever had. I've got 49 pages to show you guys.
Yeah, you want to know why I wasn't bugging you for it? I was thinking scope bloat would make it even worse.
I did really
And
well
if I
with
just
scope
left you
bloat.
to your own devices, I would end up with 100 pages, and I wanted to see what happened.
Yeah, I was really good, very disciplined with the scope. I knew exactly what I wanted to use. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you guys to Flumph 8 with 4 books that I have drank deeply from while setting it up.
Oh no, is this going to be one of the Monster Girl smut books?
Do I need to open a new document?
all
for
4
Flumph
of them
8?
will. Well, I'm gonna show this on the stream and show the books and kind of describe the campaign, and then when we're off camera and back in the chat, I'll share the link to the document with you guys so you can peruse it. And it's been looked through. I don't think there's any like major mechanical or balance stuff that's gonna throw anybody off, but here's the 4 books. Please don't play with them when I put them on the table, because if you guys start throwing them all over the place, I'm not going to want to run Flumph 8 for anybody. Several of you were with me when I acquired this first book, actually. So,
in
Oh,
Minneapolis?
goodness,
in
yes.
Minneapolis. So this,
Yeah.
you're going to be playing player character races out of Humblewood. Everybody's going to be a small animal, small forest critter. You're going to be rolling up classes out of Lord of the Rings.
Oh dear Lord!
And
Wait. So you're involving Lord of the Rings, and this document's only 49 pages?
Correct.
I am disappointed in you.
and the gameplay loop is from Beyond the Woods, which is, so you're going to be playing a very, very low magic, even lower than you're currently expecting, hexcrawl survival adventure, like wilderness survival hexcrawl campaign, where everybody gets to play as a little forest critter. And the 4th book I'm going to show you, this is a book I think everybody should read. It's not a gaming book. It's the closest thing I have in my life to a Bible, is The Demon Haunted World by Carl Sagan. This is a book where Carl Sagan, published in 1996 or something, defends the scientific method as humanity's way of understanding the world and keeping the Dark Age at bay. And he uses this metaphor of a candle in the dark, not a flashlight, not the sunrise, but a candle, because a candle is always about to go out. It needs to be protected and it needs to be nurtured. And I think about this a lot. I don't want to go into too much detail, but looking around the world in 2026, it does look like we're flickering a lot.
Listen,
So
all I'm hearing is Carl Sagan, which means this campaign will be physics.
yes,
Yay!
your little animal critters who live in
Hooray.
this giant wilderness world are at the dawn. Like, I have one named NPC in the campaign setting, and she has essentially invented the scientific method. She is basically Sir Francis Bacon in this world.
Is it Peachberry?
It's not Peachberry, no. So that's going to be the campaign. It's going to be a very low magic woodland critter hex crawl survival. You're going to have a map. You guys are going to be crawling across it. There's the whole survival rules that we're going to be using from Beyond the Woods, which is not a book. It doesn't come out until later this year, but I've got the quick start rules. The PDF is excellent. That's where we got the dying condition from that I like so much now. So these are the books that I drew deeply from when I put this game together. And you guys have 50 pages of material to read through and probably a few months to read through it and discuss it before we do session 0 for Flumph 8. All right, that's it.
Hooray.
Thanks for playing, guys. I'll see everybody next week.
Bye.